Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a good weekend. I gotta be quick here because I tried to schedule the ads so they would not be playing for the first hour of the stream, and it made 1 minute of ads play, and then there's still more ads in 2 minutes. So yeah, the quick rundown on what's going on here. So we got Karen. Karen is out of, excuse me. Oh, I need some water, 1 second. We got Karen. Karen's out of hibernation. She's not happy with the service that she got, and she's knocking on every single door complaining. She's got the door shields. So if you don't know what the door shields are, giant door shield. It's technically a shield, but it's also kind of like a weapon too, and it's really heavy. We're going to be doing this playthrough with only the door shields on New Game Plus. I'm going to try my absolute best not to die. I'm not sure if I'm going to die or not. One of the conditions I gave myself was that we basically have the requirements to use the shield, 45 strength. Every other stat is base, and then I can level a New Game Plus. So I got to Cinder, I killed Cinder, and no Estus Flask upgrades, no other items. I have Embers, but I can't use them, so I got a lot of Embers here. Other than that, yeah, we're literally going in with the base warrior class with just the requirements to use this, and playing as if it's a new playthrough. And we'll see how good this is. My buddy Cheese that I coached for the Hitless run on DS1, he actually did a run like this before. And this weapon, out of any shield, you guys were requesting shield only, it's probably the best shield to use. It's probably the coolest weapon there is, so we'll see how it does. And without further ado, let's go to New Game Plus. Let's do it. Also, Reaper, what's going on? Eternal, welcome back, dude. Playing Oblivion music? You thought it was on your end? Are you actually playing Oblivion, the game, right now? Yeah, my favorite composer in general for games is Jeremy Soule. And my favorite soundtrack for anything of all time is Skyrim. So Oblivion's pretty close to it. Morrowind's pretty up there too. But yeah, other than that, like, Skyrim's the best soundtrack, so it's all very closely related. And he is in my top 3 composers of all time for orchestrations and all that. Brent, welcome back, man. How are you doing? Don't know why, but you expected Dark Souls 2 randomizer. So we will be doing Dark Souls 2 randomizer as well. But you guys were talking about shield only for months, and I've never done a shield only run on any game. I even mentioned it while we were doing DS3 before. So I was like, let's do a door shield only, and let's do all content on New Game Plus. I've also done very few New Game Plus runs as well. And usually the ones that I've done were hitless, so this is going to be a little bit different. That's not a weapon, that's a goddamn door. Yeah, there you go. It is. We got to start the timer. And yeah, other than that, starting in Cemetery of Ash. Regular flasks, no other items, no rings, nothing. I have the battle axe that the bandit came with, plus 10. Or I guess, sorry, it's the warrior, right? That the warrior came with. That's about it. You can barely even wear all the equipment that he came with. Full block bash swings and closes the doors when pushing them to the ground. Really? I like the advice, thank you. Are they Twinkling Titanite to upgrade this? It's regular Titanite to get the door shields upgraded. Which actually I don't even need to grab, because we already have them upgraded. So that Titanite was a formality. I'm just wondering if I could actually survive the whole time. Like, one of the hardest things will be the timing, since you know, we were using a lot of ultra great swords when we were doing the randomizer, a lot of big weapons. It made me think, like, what is the slowest weapon we could use that's not really a conventional weapon? This is probably up there. Oh, it hits pretty good. 337 on New Game Plus. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Thunk. Oh, getting punched. Don't get killed. Don't get killed. Don't get killed. Not already. Baby health still. New Game Plus. Gotta calm down. All right, Gundyr dead. It's a speed run now. We're speed running. How much does he give me on New Game Plus? Let's see. 15,000? Okay, hopefully that's enough for the health. Because the one thing with the requirement on this shield, if we're starting off with just the stats to wield it, that does make the character level a little bit higher, because it's 45 as the strength requirement, meaning that investing for health on this is going to be a little bit tricky. Most people probably would typically beat the game with this character, have all the stats leveled to whatever they wanted, and then do this kind of idea. But I was like, we got to make it seem like it's a first playthrough, since typically you can't play the game with this weapon from the beginning, right? So everything's going into Vigor right away to survive. And then have a little bit left over. So we're going to get Homeward Bones. And the dagger I can't technically use for the swamp because it's literally just the shield. No alluring skulls either, I don't think. I don't think I'm going to use a firebomb, an alluring skull, an arrow, a dagger, anything. Just simply the shield, that's it. So we'll convert the Estus, and then we're gonna get going. Here we go. Cool. Reaper, you saw that you didn't follow the Twitch. Decided to change that. You're one of my favorite challenge runners in Souls games. Aw, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Were you following on just the YouTube channel? I feel like baking. What are the choices? If you give me a couple options at least, I could choose. Skyrim and Oblivion tunes to relax, and then Doom tracks by Mick Gordon, polar opposites. Mick Gordon has a really good soundtrack for Doom. It was funny though, because I watched the performance of him playing it live, and he's running around the stage while playing the song, and I'm just like, dude, it just goes to show like how it sounds really brutal, and it's really cool for heavy music. But it's like pretty simple to play. It's not too bad. It sounds a lot crazier than it is. And he was sprinting around playing it. Have I done a challenge before like this or similar? No, I've never actually used a shield to beat any of the Dark Souls games in general. I've never done shield only, so I was like, we got to go Greatshield, and we got to pick the most interesting shield there is in this game. My buddy Cheese did it though. He did Deathless with the door shields. That was his biggest run on this game. I think on the series as well. And then he was talking about it so much, I was like, okay, I gotta try the door shields. But the likelihood of me not dying, I don't know. I don't want to necessarily say it's a Deathless run. If it becomes one, that's incredible. That would actually be really cool. Because, yeah, see, like, that arrow hit pretty hard, too. Shields can be buffed? Wait, what? Oh, no, you're asking if they can. Can shields be buffed? No, I don't believe they can. So, the damage it's going to do is basically preset right now. Oh, wait, we have the Estus Shard down here, too. Could grab that. I might as well. The one thing, though, can you block if you're two-handing? You can't block with this, can you? Because the L2, or maybe is it L2 or... Yeah, that's the block. L2 is the block. Okay. So, the L1 is an attack. L2 block. Also, I think it's fair that I could use Green Blossoms if I want stamina, but yeah, definitely not anything else. Oh my god, don't die. Oh my god, dude. Dude. Oh, dude, guys, chill. Double chug. That was really bad. This is what you get for going for the Estus Shard. Okay, Ember to sell. And then I can't get any more because the inventory. Oh my god, okay, maybe we don't sell Embers. Oh boy, dude, I don't have a lot of health left. This is bad. This is very bad. And I died, okay. That sucks. Well, okay. Let's do the run through there again. I can do a running shield bash from the guard position. So from here? Like you can hold L2 and then run? Okay, I see. So you do L2 and then you do R1. Nice, nice. Rip Deathless. Yeah, we'll go for that in the future. But oh man, though, that was... See, I almost died before we even got to the lower part, and I was thinking, okay, if we get the shortcut, very high chance we don't make it through the shortcut. But I could have homered bone, though. Could have tried doing that. Big jinx on you from the Deathless talking about it? Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything. Well, we'll see how many more we take. I'm going to put a counter in the final run. If you guys watch it back, there'll be a total count. And if it's a single one, that'll look really funny. I think a good goal would be just go for speed. Because we don't have to actually kill anything particularly other than the boss fights. And whatever would be in the way. Although I might kill Stray Demon on the bridge for... I think he gives you, what, 20,000 typically? In the regular game, maybe the soul does. It's quite a bit of a boost, so I might get Stray Demon. They have an A in Dex while Sharp infused? Really? It's a B scaling in Strength. That's weird that it chooses A scaling in Dex. That's crazy. There we go. That's what I wanted to do the first time. Okay, the question is, do we do Dancer first? Oh, I got the glitch on the door, dude. Do you see that? The door was blocking me. Oh, see, that's like the thing that sucks the most on hitless runs. You don't know if that door is going to have an invisible barrier once in a while. It's not super common, but I've had it probably a good dozen times. I've seen Nems lose speedruns on it. Yeah, so we do early Dancer? Should we? I think we should. And Emma's kind of tanky. Oh, there we go. I was like, what? All right, technically I did pick up an Ember, so I am going to use one. I'm not using any of the Embers we didn't grab. Because I had some on the character from New Game. That's the only item that carried over. All right. Let's see if we can do this. Feels like the R1 is the same speed. That was really lucky. Oh my god. That was incredibly lucky. Okay, the roll attack's pretty good. It's not too bad. That's so close. Oh my god. I want to try the run-in. See if we can get it. Oh my god. Okay, whatever that was, that didn't... Like, what was I doing there? Oh my god, dude. Okay, run in. I'm not sure if the run-in's worth it unless you're already blocking an attack at the same time. Oh my god. Alright, not bad. Early Dancer for a little bit of a boost. I have a feeling the routing on this, if I want to do it pretty effectively to survive, even though, again, we did have the death. If I was playing it for survival, I would probably save Wyvern and Nameless King for a little bit later. But I might want to do Osiris and champion Gundyr before we go and do other main fights, like Pontiff. I don't know. This Pontiff seems like the clone phase would be very hard to land hits. That's what I'm thinking. Well, we could go back and level health now, though. Do that really quick. Wonder Bread, what's going on, dude? There's a great metal band called the Acacia Strain who released a track called Basin of Vows last year. Oh, Acacia Strain has a song based on this game? Or is it just like a coincidence that they did that? Wait, I want the Estus Shard. Nice. All right, 30 vigor, easy. Now we can survive. That's one way to get it started. All I needed to do was to make it into the room with Dancer, and we would have had a chance, man. Just to get going, you know? 4 stoned. Mad skills, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I practice Dancer quite a bit, so that is a fight that I almost feel like has to be really good, because on like a hitless run, even on some deathless runs or speed runs, she kills you very fast. Whether it's like just hitting you a single time with something you can't really see that easily, or if she gets you in a combo in general, you're usually dead. It's very hard to recover from certain things on Dancer, so I try to play it as if like it's got to be perfect every time. And then there's some fights where it's more back and forth, where every single engagement I could just get kind of, you know, a little lazy. I just think of Dancer as, okay, it's got to be absolutely perfect every time. If you get the chunks on this shield early, you're going to be unstoppable. So technically, wait, do you mean like hitting them like big damage early, or do you mean reinforcing it? Because technically it's already reinforced, like it is plus 10. I did go through new game to Cinder, and then got it reinforced before we started this. Yeah, reinforcement wise it is plus 10 at the moment, so the damage is not going to get any better, unfortunately, unless I level strength. I wanted to do that to kind of make it as if it was like a challenge where we did it on new game, but we met requirements, and then I didn't have it reinforced kind of thing. Since you can't get this shield till later in the game, so we gotta do a new game plus playthrough. It'd be cool to do this run hitless too. I would love to try this in the future. I was thinking about that. But I'd probably use Alluring Skulls and other consumables. I think you could do it though. Might be something to include. Can't see. Oh, it still actually has a little bit of a hit at the end when you slide from the running attack. That's really cool. I didn't think that was going to connect. So it has a really good running attack. Yeah, you slide for a little bit. That's awesome, man. It looks silly though, because you can't even really see that much. Like, it blocks a lot of the view. You could pretty much hide. I could leave it like this and be like, I am a door and I am playing the game. Okay. Yeah, all we need is an offhand that has like an automatic gun, or like you know, maybe like the Evelyn or whatever, and you could snipe over the shield like a riot soldier or something. Like a SWAT officer. Someone in the band loves FromSoft as they've done a bunch of Souls merch. There's a sick Yhorm shirt that you missed, and they released a shirt with Elden Ring DLC Plant Boss on it. Oh, the sunflower, that's awesome. Cool. Yeah, I think that for like specifically Polyphia, Tim streamed a lot of Bloodborne, and then Scott from Polyphia, like he watches some of the videos on the YouTube apparently, and he messaged me on one of my videos I did for their stuff, one of the music things. And then we were just talking about Souls, so like they're pretty heavy into it too. And also Periphery, they're really into Elden Ring and Dark Souls as well. They have Elden Ring in one of their studio videos. And so my buddy that has you know, done stuff with Misha before, he said that they're pretty big on Souls. And that he was gonna tell Misha to come here and watch me play it, but we'll see if that happens. I thought that was pretty cool though. I'm like, they're two of my favorite bands. So good carryover. They have good tastes. Love how Sekiro doesn't allow you to be as lazy while playing. You may know what you're doing, but without the focus, the speed will get you eventually. Yeah, Sekiro is like pure skill. Like you just have to execute, and even if you want to have different strategies, they don't usually get that diverse. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, I'm not gonna get the skulls over there. We don't need that. It's gonna be a Doring run. Yes, definitely. We have to. Oh. You could say there could be a couple knockouts. Okay, that was a bad joke. Don't quote me on that. It wasn't me. If you have a resin, you can test if it can be buffed. I don't think the shield could be buffed, but I'll put it on the slot. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you can't do it. All right, Estus Shard. In a world where you're trying to get to the end of the game and you open the door but it's stuck to your hand and you can't get it off your hand because your hand is as sticky as Spider-Man. You saw Dis do a run with these doors? It was a lot of fun. Hope you have fun too. Kevin, what's going on, man? That's cool, dude. When did he do it? Was it a while ago? I never caught that one. I'd assume a lot of people, if they played the DLC and they found this weapon, they probably would have used it right away. I don't remember if I found it or not. And I did DLC level 1 the first playthrough. So I wouldn't have been able to use it. It has a pretty high requirement. Alright, I wonder if we could just make it through to Greatwood and then still kill Greatwood. I'm gonna get the bonfire here. Just in case, because if we do Greatwood... What's the worst? Actually, you know what? Wait, I'm gonna have to run back, because we can't... Unless I do the speedrun skip for it, which I haven't practiced for years. Very low chance I could get it. You have to run up a corner of the room and then jump and quit out in midair. And it puts you... I think it's like outside the door. But usually if you quit out, it would anyways, right? I think it lets you do that earlier than normal. I don't know. There's something that it lets you do. I used to do it. So these ashes, I'm not sure if we need them. We'll grab them anyways. And the bone shard I definitely want. Uh-oh. Every time I get hit by one of these enemies, I keep remembering, I'm like, they're gonna hit so much harder than normal. It was a run where he did souls with all the shields. Ooh. That sounds fun. I definitely want to do shield only on the other games too. But now I'm starting to wonder, like, would it be worth doing Great Shield only first? Just going right for Great Shields? Since it's like way more comical. This one's sort of made to be a weapon in a way. Elden Ring has a shield that's also, I think maybe even 2, that you can use as a weapon, right? But for the ones where you're not supposed to use the shield to attack, I wonder how hard that would be with a Great Shield. Thanks for keeping you entertained in between League rounds, Phil. I wish you the best, dude, with League of Legends. May there be the least amount of sodium in your diet today with the game. Because you already have to eat, right? So, like, imagine you ate enough sodium for the day and then you played League and you just got way too salty. Wake up dehydrated, you're just like, looking like SpongeBob when he needed the water. I think it's like mandatory if you play League, they should just give you a free subscription for 30 bottles of water a month or something. Okay, we should be able to run back from here. So Greatwood really early. I'm wondering, does that matter? Because we could run back later anyways. I think we're just going to go for it. Get the bonus. Transplanter, welcome back. How are you doing? It's down a ledge with the second angel above it, not likely to be found. Oh, is it the item that's at the back of the... Okay, second angel, yeah, where like the root is that you go to Demon Princes with, right? I'm pretty sure we picked up the equivalent of whatever the randomized item was. And I was like, oh, I didn't notice there was an item in the corner there. We'd usually go to that spot to kill the thrall and then hide from the angel on hitless. Yeah, these guys aren't even one-shottable. Damn. So what does that do? What's the other ability? There we go. Oh, that's pretty bad. Greatwood's tanky. Oh man, he is very tanky. 4 hits already on that? Wow, okay. Just gotta get phase 2, that's it. We're chilling. The guy with the hook is my my main nemesis here. And yeah, that actually... Dude, he just hit me for so much damage. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I almost want to come back to Greatwood. I think we might do that. Let's do that. Let's go back to Greatwood. We wasted a little bit of time, but dude, that's... He hits so hard. Oh man, if I'm gonna do this damageless or deathless at some point, I probably wouldn't want to do that early. That's a little crazier than I thought it would be. The power of New Game Plus on the tree. He's just a friendly tree until he elbows me one time and then I'm half dead. Just to put into context, I mean, obviously you guys have probably played this game, but for anyone that hasn't, that boss is usually really, really easy, like stupid easy, to the point where even on a speedrun you would do it right away, the second you get there, with an unupgraded weapon and a fire resin, I believe, and a short sword. So, like, that was crazy. That was a lot of damage. So to put in perspective there. Stop hurting him. Are you trying to protect the tree? Are you a conservationist or something? If you do shield only, medium is more interesting. Everyone does great shields. No one gives love to the medium ones. Fair enough. Would bone meal shield count as medium though? Because I would do bone meal shield on Dark Souls 1. I would just have to do New Game Plus as well, so I can get it and then go through it. You can block while strafing. Wait, what? Block while strafing? Oh, you mean like the slow walk, right? Like if I hold this and then I lock on. Deathless, no rolling. That is actually something that I was thinking of right before we started, that we still haven't attempted that on this yet. I'll probably have to practice a little bit, because Cinder no roll, even with being able to be hit, is pretty hard. I have quite a bit of the no roll fight down even right now, because I have tried the methods for it in other things we've been doing. But yeah, I think I would just practice Cinder a little bit, see if I could get a few attempts in a row where I didn't die with a character that I'd be using for the no roll. And we could do that on stream. I could show you guys what it's like. And then we can definitely attempt deathless no roll on this one. And we gotta do it on DS2 as well. Okay, wait, that soul turned into Soul of a Hero? Intrepid Hero, what? Okay, see, I don't actually recall that name, because I haven't played New Game Plus for a really long time. Like years. Onion Bro? Yeah, we're gonna be leaving Onion Bro for now, because Flynn's Ring and Chloranthy are over there. I don't really think we need them for this. Flynn's with the equip load won't boost anything that much in place of other rings that could have defense or whatever. So I'm going to go for Lloyd's Shield and Lloyd's Sword at least. I'm trying to think if we be able to get Havels as well. At least Lloyd's Sword and Shield. Ooh. And then Farron-Cole. We don't need Farron-Cole. Could skip Farron-Cole, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, this kind of is a speed run, I guess. Just very poorly routed right now. You want to run away and get married to Greatwood? You know what? Honestly, I feel offended that you assume that Greatwood's even one individual. With all the fruit falling off of it, that's going to make new trees appear, like and new plants of all sorts. How dare you in a society of 2025 assume the tree is only one entity with all it can create? Okay, this bonfire is not working too well. Oh, dude, this dog is ridiculous, man. What is the attack? What are you doing? I don't believe that. I don't actually believe that. I refuse to believe that happened. Sound like your high school English teacher? Really? Wait, high school English listening test guy. I don't know who that is, but if you have an example, I would love to hear that. I've been referred to as the postal person, like the guy that does the narration in Postal. Postal guy's kind of scary, though. I feel like he's not... The vibes aren't really that good. So I don't know if I want to be compared to that, but I've definitely gotten that one a lot. And then also there was a commentator for StarCraft that people were comparing me to, but I'm not sure if I agree, because all the people that are hardcore that play StarCraft that I asked, they're like, no, definitely not. Chloranthy should be great. Well, we can level endurance, so I'm not too worried. Like, you do use quite a bit of stamina, but we don't get to hit that often. And stamina's pretty damn good in this, right? So you could offset the necessity for Chloranthy with the blossoms. That's what I was thinking of doing, is just we use the green blossoms when we can on the fights that are a little bit trickier. And then pick up the budding ones in the DLC. But I did do the game with 1 stamina point and 1 HP, so I shouldn't really worry too much about that. Okay, 1 more Estus Flask, and then definitely more Vigor. Definitely a lot more Vigor, and we could start doing Endurance. I think Vitality I'll do after that. Yeah, maybe, I don't know if we go to 40 or not. Maybe 35, then we do Endurance. We got 1 Bone Shard. Love it when you're random for fun. Fun run turns into a speed run. For me, I think that if it's a category where you don't have to pick up a lot of stuff to play the game, it automatically is incentivized to be a speed run. Otherwise, you know, the only thing that would change that is me dying repetitively on bosses. That 1 death we took in the beginning wasn't too bad. But I would think of it as, okay, if I don't die going through the areas too much from this point and can beat everything first try, that's amazing. You can make a lot of children, but I don't think he's you. Is that like a metaphorical question, Winning? Oh, sorry, because the tree thing, right? So are you actually your parent at the same time? Well, this would be the question of, is everybody here the same person that's entertaining themselves by making them think they're different people watching the stream, but it's actually just me, which is also you, and then you're all generated identities, just because if we didn't have other identities, then it would be boring. In a post-apocalyptic existential crisis 2025. Could be possible. Dark Souls dogs are crazy. The fact it did that 1 attack that many times in a row, though, was weird, because I haven't seen it do that bite over and over again like that. Like, it's kind of strange. Usually it'll do the bite where it's the double one, and then it'll stop, it'll try to run to the side, do another jump, whatever. It was literally just doing the same bite over and over. Like it knew it could connect. It was Miyazaki logging onto his computer. He's like, okay, we got him in the swamp. He did die one time. Everybody's thinking it could be a pretty good run from here on out, but we want to make some uncertainty, so we're gonna use the dog to kill him. Airwid, what's up? Think we're just different people? I agree. It's just the meme of people saying in chat, they're like, streamer, technically, we're just inside your head and you just made us up. Or vice versa. Or everybody in the stream is Bruns, and Bruns is like a computer network that's simulated AI that thinks it's sentient. Big jokes about that, too. Alright, so the purple moss will definitely help a little bit. And then I think, Estus Shard-wise, there's one more at the front of the swamp here. I think with that, and then the Bone Shard and Cathedral, as well as, is there another one somewhere else? That one and like a couple others should be enough for the Estus. Man, I actually missed this character. This character got us a run that was really cool. I think it was the... Was it the Faith run? I'm trying to remember. Oh, oops, wait, we should keep going. What am I doing? Oh. Yeah, there was some sort of run we did with this character that was great. I kind of noticed at this point, every time I reinstall the game, since we had the randomizer files on, the remaining character appearances that are left, we've gotten some sort of crazy run that was like the first ever, or a world record or something like that with it, and it's like they're all like the MVPs for the appearances. We got the Peach on there too. No, don't, dude. No, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to. Okay, just play it out, Matrix. Double heal. Double heal. I can hear another one. And then heal here. And then Homeward Bone in the corner. Safe. But streamer, why did you not pick up the poison resin right beside you? Well, because when you're playing with the door shield, you can't really put poison resin on the shield because it's a shield, so you can't buff it. That'd be the reason. I'm gonna leave the Stray Demon as an option if we need to boost the soul count. I think Abyss Watchers could be fine. Only downside is no backstabs. We can't backstab or parry anything on this run. So Champion Gundyr becomes harder, Pontiff becomes harder. I would say even Half-Light starting up the fight with the Painting Guardian, you can't get any early damage on it. But I would imagine the blocking ability while running will help a little bit for trading with attacks and all that. I just don't want to get greedy and do it on purpose and be like, yeah, we're just going to test to see if this works, and then every single time I die from doing it. The shield looks sick. I highly recommend you guys try it. If you haven't played with this one yet, this is my first time using it. I've seen people use it. But it's literally a door. And it also, there's a shield we found in the DLC for Elden Ring. I forget what it's called, but it has like a spear on it, or some sort of lance. And I wanted to use that too, so we might actually do it on that game next. We might use that shield and do all remembrances. That could be really hard, but it'd be fun though. The postal dude is so chill. You think he's very chill? He kind of sounds scary to me. It's 2 a.m. where you are, Pizza? You don't need to go down this rabbit hole? Okay, we'll keep the existential stuff out of the chat for now. Skill, lockout, get stalwart defense, then shield bash or strong attack. For a heave that holds shields, blocks nearly all damage. Nearly all damage. So in fine print, it's like, warning, subjects using this shield may actually still die. They have to say that for the legalities. It's like it might block all damage. Oh, dude, perfect spacing there. And then look. Yep, look. What did I say? What did I say? Don't listen to the fine print, dude. Okay, that interrupts at least. That's good. Yeah, you can kind of like use the startup as a bit of safety when you're starting to do the running attack or like pre-planning the weapon art running. And it blocks the end of a combo, so on the very final hit of something that spams you, you might be able to get a little bit of timing advantage there. Because he just like kind of bonked off the shield as I put it together. And then I got a really early attack on him there. Such a good boss. Abyss Watchers is really good. But like, see how much better the fight is when you can't backstab though? Like, I absolutely love backstabbing them and parrying them and all that, but dude, it's so much different when you can't backstab things in this. No. Oh, that was scary. Okay, I want to try a running attack with a jump. Technically just the... Oh, fuck. Okay, wait. Maybe I don't want to try anything right now. Maybe I want to wait till it's the final hit. Oh, man. Maybe I want to actually just try to survive. That'd be really cool. Okay, I hope this does enough damage. Let's see. Nice, dude. It's almost kind of like we're filming a movie. They're like, okay, next scene, boom, just put the shield together. You learn that 2 words that will open doors your life: push and pull. Interesting. How is that the case? I would love to hear this this knowledge. What is also a convenient way to deal with enemies is running at them and then doing the close and drop move right before the enemy does a lot of damage. Okay. You try to join the Abyss Watchers in real life? That's hilarious. There's somebody that I know, actually. I went to an event and they had a Lady Maria cosplay and they showed me a picture of them making an Abyss Watchers costume and wearing it as well. And it had LEDs for the second phase where they go embered and they can turn it on to like activate the second phase. And I was like, that's pretty damn cool. All they needed was just like a phone or like a speaker in their back pocket for the music to transition the soundtrack. But the costume for both the Bloodborne one and the Abyss Watchers from this game was crazy. And the LEDs look so cool, man. I wish there was some sort of reference I could give you guys, because I'm sure a lot of you guys would like it. Okay, so, oh, Catacombs. Do we get the bonfire? Do we not? I think we just go straight up through the whole thing and survive here. Wolnir, I'm not 100% sure about in terms of like him summoning enemies. That's the only thing. Also, Big Rat breaking the bridge. Gonna have to be quick here. Oh, it didn't actually do it. Maybe it can't break the bridge if it doesn't hit the side. I thought if it attacked down as close, it would. What's going on, Sandbagger? How are you doing? It's kind of like Cinder. Oh, with the effect that's on it? Or do you mean just specifically Abyss Watchers is kind of like Cinder? I'm pretty sure all the Lords of Cinder have the Embered effect, right? Oh, I shouldn't have picked up the Greatwood and stuff. No. Oh man. Did that even hit? It didn't. The first one didn't work. Hey, can we be in this safe spot? Let's see. Nice. Okay, that's not too bad. All good. Oh, Wolnir's lagging, dude. Why is he lagging? Why is this game even lagging? Imagine dropping a frame in RTX 4070 Super 25. In the age of the 4070 on this computer. How? How would one even begin to imagine? Okay, maybe he won't be able to see me. Oh, no, he saw me. He definitely saw me. Oh, I was gonna block that, but I didn't do it quick enough. Not even sure how good it would have been, but... It's pulling the sword again. Oh, man. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Mana, I'm glad it's early enough for you to catch the stream. I haven't seen you for a while. Oh my god, dude. So it doesn't seem like the top of the shield's hitbox is extended that much. It's pretty pretty close to what it actually looks like, so you don't really get like these hits that are high in the air. It's more like directly in front of you. Some weapons are a little bit more lenient with that. Alright, Wolnir down. Now the question is, could I kill Sage right away? Could we go Deacons and then right into Pontiff without actually having to do any extra content? Because Osiris is still there. And Osiris would be a big boost if Sage is too hard. Just trying to think of survivability though too, because we have the HP, but I need the equip load. Oh, also, I wonder if Prisoner's Chain would be good from Gundyr to transpose it. Thinking of, like, what are the best transpositions? Isn't, Stray Demon's Soul Havel's Ring? Yeah, we'll do 18 Vitality, 35 Vigor. Because I was thinking of Stamina next, but, dude, honestly, the Stamina's been fine. There's nothing that's wrong with it. By the time I recover an attack, it's usually the next opportunity to, like, dodge, so it's not really... that I can attack multiple times at all on this. Almost never. And I still have half my my stamina after that. So it shouldn't be a big deal. Stray Demons is Havel's, okay. I wonder if Havel's, the original ring, is even worth it versus Havel's +3 in the DLC. Where Leto invades. I'm also trying to remember how I would be able to get there quickly, too. But anyways, let's two more bone shards. It's not bad. And we didn't successfully get Sage's bonfire, so we got to go from Halfway Fortress. Okay, one thing that would be miraculous on this. So today's got to be a little bit of a short stream because it is Mother's Day, and I am celebrating it. But dude, if we could beat everything before the stream's over, I would be shocked. I thought this was gonna have to be like 2 streams at least. So I think my goal is going to be with this one. Let's see if we can actually do it fast enough to beat it before we're done. That means I definitely cannot die that much at all. Prisoner's Chain is solid, especially with the tanky build. Yeah, I might consider that. Because then it gives us the equip load, and it gives us a little bit of health in trade for you do take a little bit more damage. But it kind of offsets itself, right? It's just mainly good for the endurance at that point. Since, like, I can still technically level my damage, too. I could scale the weapon a bit more. Let's see. Can we put boots on now? Oh, we could, dude. Fallen Knight too. And the helmet. Oh, not yet. No helmet. Don't get too excited. Okay, Sage, how good is this? Let's see. 450? Oh. See, it hits a good number, but his health is pretty high. Dude's got at least, like, what, 4,000 plus HP? Alright, I think we got phase 2, unless he ports one more time and we get lucky. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, no. No. Hide behind the pillar, chug twice. Oh, he could do that on the ground, too. You don't see that as often. In the randomizer, they're only doing spears. Oh, shit, don't go that way. Don't even try to go that way. Not even close. No chance of going that way. That way was never the way to do it. Okay, you can do the spear, that's fine. You can do that too. I just need to get rid of this thing. Will it even work though? There's two. Fuck. There's two of them now. Okay, roll through it, roll through it. That's fine. Get that out of the way. I got some iframes there, I guess. Now we can just have him chill for a second. Yeah, that's rough, man. That's really rough. That hitting the wall's nice. That's really, really rough. I'll have a Blossom, but I think I'm gonna Homeward Bone on this one. There's a chance. See, this is where Armor of Thorns would be cool, because we were just rolling into the Sages before and we were able to knock them. Oh my god, dude, the damage. This is the real one, too, isn't it? No, it's not the real one. Oh my. Okay, yeah, let's try that one more time. Whew. We're gonna run back there. that was a lot, dude. Okay, how do we get more damage for that? I think we're gonna have to do Osiris, dude. We're gonna have to do Osiris. I don't see it going any other way. Yeah, I think we have to do Osiris and we have to do Champion Gundyr and try, at the very least. 75% magic block. Right, the thing is, though, with blocking on phase 2 for Sage, you can't stop moving, right? Like, if you stop on the spot, you have 2 blind spots minimum on average where you can't do anything. So if I didn't already keep strafing, I have a way lower chance of surviving, even if I was blocking in one direction. You'd have to box yourself into a corner and then hope they don't spam enough attacks to actually max out your stability. So let's say we have a 100% reduction on everything. Like, the impact of however many attacks that would be open at that point, which would probably be at least 2 at a time if you're in a corner minimum. It's pretty rough, right? And then there's the overhead from the Soul Shower on the real Sage. That's why I'm kind of concerned. I wouldn't stop to try to block. Oh, we have the Estus Shard here too, right? Or is it a... Yeah, it's an Estus Shard. Sweet, that's another one. So yeah, we'll get a bit stronger first. That's what I was saying. I think the routing for this, if you wanted to be very smart about it, you do typically want to consider all the optional stuff that you can do right away before you do the mandatory stuff. And then particularly Wyvern, because I don't think I can plunge attack him with the shield. It might be smart to save that for the very end as well. Or pretty close. So Wyvern Nameless after DLC. I know for a majority of the DLC bosses, we definitely can still hit them and be fine. Like, Half-Light is... it's kind of nice because the Painting Guardian will probably get staggered quite a bit. And we can, like, break up the fight, just hide behind the pillars, just try to have the amount of heals we have as the advantage. But Gale will be the hard one for timing. And then everything else, like Friede and Gravetender, I'm not super worried about. But Wyvern, definitely the damage output on it might be bad. Oh, dude, 242 on Osiris. Okay, we need staggers here. Oh my god. NG Plus coming in hot, man. Nice, dude. Okay, looking good. Looking very good here. Ooh. If we could do an infusion on this shield, what infusion do you guys think would be the best? Heavy gem? Because I think Hawkwood's going to give us the heavy gem, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can infuse it. Blessed could be good? Really? One Direction mentioned. Oh man, he's flying. He was floating for a second. Still haven't gotten insta-charged yet. Like, we had them happen, but haven't gotten hit by one, which is nice. Just one small mistake. That's pretty damn good for Osiris. Missing his head there. Yeah, it doesn't hit above him that well. I think it only did partial damage. Was that, wait, 256, 300? It's a little bit less because of the running attack. So it worked at the very end of it. It feels like the running attack doesn't connect sometimes, even though it does very late. There's that little slide at the end. All right, Osiris down. Not bad. I wonder what the chances of champion Gundyr are. It could be an interesting situation there. I think I'm going to go get the other Estus, and we'll try champion Gundyr and see. If he gets me in a situation where there's quite a lot of mistakes, like it'll be over very fast, but at least we have like a bit of a boost for Sage. Damage-wise, yeah, it's not going up too much from its regular strength when it comes to the shield's damage. It's not even scaling every level up, 48 and 49. So we'll do a bit more vigor. I think I'll just go to that 40 for champion. Bless for HP regen. Ooh, that's a good idea. So I'm wondering if it would split the damage or take away some of it. You have to get to Cathedral for him to give me. Yeah, I think you have to do Cathedral. Then he gives me the heavy gem. Winning, yeah, that's crazy. That's really funny. Don't care how scaly he is. Yeah, I don't think Osiris had a fair chance there. That was a little bit stacked in a way that we wouldn't have even assumed. It's like, well, dude was just coming in to deliver a package, but then ripped the doors off of the frame and then beat the hell out of you with them. Took the package back and kept it. It's like, old man that's turning into a dragon abused. Next up on the 6 o'clock news, was he the king of Lothric? Here's weather with Susan. Can slam the left door if you need a faster attack with the skill block. Wait, what? You mean, are you talking about you do L2 and then L1? So there's a weapon art modification where you push L1 when holding L2? Soul of a champion, ooh. It's funny, I thought we would have some sort of an advantage after we got out of the first area. So past high wall, having Dancer done and everything, I'm like, okay, we're gonna get a crazy, crazy bonus here. NG Plus is pretty rough, dude. I did hitless runs in NG Plus, and to like the way we had to level the characters for it, I remember Dancer was like level 200 for the cosplay, using Dancer blades, and then I did a Champion Gundyr one and Nameless King as well. I think Artorias' sword and Moonlight Great Sword, stuff like that. I must have had to have had a lot of damage for some of these. Because I wasn't even as good at the game at that point. Oh, that was, dude, that was like frame perfect there. That looked really weird. But kind of cool though. Okay, champion not too bad. We get the stagger. Counter. Okay, now we gotta find the opening. This is where he's really fast. Like, if he goes for the run attack there, that works. Oh, he can do a kick when you're in front of him after that. Oh my god. Okay. I think we have to strafe on that. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna be our main opportunity there. Strafing this one could work. Oh no, the kick, the kick, the kick. Tried to attack, didn't do anything. Yeah, there's not even enough time for that. That's insane, dude. You have like no time on this fight. It's like, if my roll wasn't quick enough, he canceled me out of it, so I stood up even sooner with the stagger there. He's trying to knock me down, but it actually got me up faster. I keep expecting the shoulder check. There we go. There it is. Wondering about it. Oh, now 2 of them. Oh, now is 3? Okay, no 3. Thank you, dude. Wow. Okay, that was cool. Champion Gundyr down. I'm not sure that we need the coiled sword fragment. I think I'll skip doing old Firelink.
So the world might be mended.
And then we'll get
the world might be mended.
little bit more
Always
levels.
awesome watching your streams.
Oh, you know what?
Your giant shield run less than 3, less than 3, less than 3.
We'll get levels, we'll go and then get the transposing kiln so we can get Prisoner's Chain now. And then we'll wear that for Sage. How about that? Sounds like a better idea. Because we can sell these ones. We don't need Osiris' Soul or any of these. And then that will help a lot for Sage. That'll actually just make it easier to run around and everything. So, a bit more endurance right now already, right off the bat. And then Greatwood. Can it be done? Where was it? Undead Settlement. Cliff Underside, there we go. Mango, thank you for the 59 months. Welcome back, man. Always awesome watching your streams. Have fun on your giant shield run. Thank you, dude. You think you'd ever do this one, Mango? Are you still playing DS3? Is there anybody that's actually used this weapon for a full playthrough or just kind of screwed around with it? Because I genuinely never used it before. This is, it's kind of weird since it's not really a normal Great Shield either. So I'm wondering what the difference now would be if I went and I used a Great Shield such as, like Yhorm's Great Shield and tried to attack people with it. Would the doors with Gower's Ring of Protection make you invincible? It might in certain situations. That's a really good suggestion. I'm trying to think of where do you get Gower's in this game? And what's the downside for Gower's? Is it that you can't do certain actions because you have it on? Because it's a pretty strong ring, right? You're too bad to use it. Fun PvP weapon, though? Okay, I see. Yeah, it seems like it'd be amazing in PvP. When we go back and we PvP on this game, I gotta use this one. I still got knocked over anyways, but I rolled the first bit of the attack. Okay. Oh, you can attack him through the back of his hand. But then not the side. That's weird. So the back, where his wrist is actually a little bit better for the hand, apparently. Okay, at least that's done. Just tank through it, don't worry. All good. Dude, I'm barely doing any damage to the hand, man. This is scary. I really need this ankle shot. Why is it not working? Okay, I gotta channel the power of Miyazaki. Oh, majestic feet. Be one with my shield, please. We beckon to the feet. Come on. No, dude, the angle. There we go. Oh my god, that was really hard to get. So the hitbox on this isn't great for the ankle on Greatwood or the hand, apparently. Also, I'm not really clear on the moveset with his other arm that comes out here fully. Like, I know some of it, but yeah. I think it's like just the reach back right here that's easy for me, and then you gotta get the boluses in the middle again. See, and then one bonk it's already too slow sometimes. Oh, grab. Okay. Don't die, don't die. You're good. You're good, you're good, you're good, dude. You're good, you're good. You're good, you're chilling. You're chilling. It's all good. Such a weird moveset. Ow. Don't get grabbed again. No, don't get grabbed again. Damn it. Oh, man, I got greedy. Timing is like so crucial on this one. Way more than normal. Way, way more. I would even say more than with a strength weapon, like a greatsword. Isn't Ring of Steel +1 after Gundyr worth it? You make a very good point there, actually. I forgot about Ring of Steel protection. That would definitely be worth it right now. Okay, we might have to go back for that. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Thank God. I think I can only go for one safely here. Probably two. Two would be fine. Okay, at least we know now. Oh, it's still clipped. What? Oh my God, what was that? Oh my God, that's so scary. It's got the side punishes. Okay, that was close. That was close. That was very. Oh my. Oh, dude. What? No. No. Be nice. Be nice. That was way too close. I was very lucky. Oh, dude, fuck it. Still damage? Yo, get out of here. Get out of here. Leave. Leave. Ugh. I don't know how that worked. Okay. Oh, he died. That's why. It didn't feel like he died. I thought he didn't die. Never mind. I'll take that. Okay. Exo, I'm doing good. How are you, man? Imagine having a shield this big and then picking up another shield and considering using it. Gowers is not in Dark Souls 3. Oh, I thought it might have actually been. I'm not super well versed with all the items and the rings and all that in this. I don't think I've even collected all of them before. That's why the randomizer was so fun. Okay, so transposing kiln. Got the rusted, or sorry, prisoner's chain. I was gonna say rusted iron ring. It looks like a rusted iron ring. So yeah, prisoner's chain will be good, and then there's the mention of steel protection +1. I think that along with Lloyd's sword and shield will be pretty good for the beginning. So let me go untended graves. Where is it? Where does it count? Is it? Oh, it's Champion Gundyr, Cemetery of Ash. Okay. Close that door on him, Hamon. How are you doing? What's going on? Have any of you guys ever shut your hand or any kind of part of your body in a door before? I have a really interesting story about one, but yeah, I'm kind of curious. I've heard, I know some people where they had like a straight up gate closed on their toe or on a finger or whatever, and it just like completely broke it. Heard of people losing fingers before? Your thumb when you were in kindergarten, Phil? Oh no. Not the thumb, dude. Were you grabbing the edge of the door frame with it? Okay, steel protection +1. Where is it? Is it just available at the handmaid? I'm trying to remember. Shut your finger in car doors a few times when you were a kid? Oh no. That reminds me of the lady that she doesn't feel the pain and then closes her hand on the car door and is just chilling there. Tower door? Like through the area with the tower over here? Oh, oops. Wait, we gotta go up here. Yeah, I had one where there's a gigantic metal door in my elementary school when I was in grade 2. And I put my hand in where like the door closes completely and my middle finger just got crunched. It was terrible. Yeah, is it up here? I honestly don't remember. I don't really grab that ring for any reason. I don't usually need defense. Next to tower door. Hornet ring. Maybe on this side? On the right. We got this one too. Gas blade. Oh, okay, cool. Oh man, okay, 2 Black Knights. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where. So on the right of the tower door. Soul of a Champion. Okay, that's worth it. The obvious statement of the day from you. It hurt. It was bad. The goal of the run to return the doors to the rightful door opening. Yeah, we have to go into New Game Plus, into New Game Plus 2, and then do that. So it's on the right of here. Oh, it's right here. Oh, man. I'm silly. Okay, at least we got the Soul of the Champion in the process that I did not expect to get. And then we're going to go Shrine, and then to Sage. Caught your thumb in a money safe? The door was around 200 pounds. Oh my god. That's crazy. How much... Wait. Is that like a very heavy duty kind of thing? A money safe could be like a vault. Like a straight up chamber. Like it wasn't one you could walk inside, was it? Like just a tiny box? Alright, we'll do 2 more endurance here. Can I beat Sage? Why use Homeward Bone when you get the Cold Sword Fragment? That's exactly why, El Nombre, because it's economical. It's good for the environment because the bone gets it gets broken down. It's biodegradable. So it goes back into the ground and gives nutrients. And other people might stumble upon it and step on it and hurt themselves. A dog might choke on it if someone's walking their dog in untended graves. So there's a lot of reasons as to why I would use the homeward bone rather than just like leaving it. And then also for our character too, it's aerodynamic because we get less equip load in the inventory, which is a hidden stat in the game that actually makes you run like just a tiny % faster, if you didn't know. So like every single item, even 0.5 pounds, whatever, you get rid of it, dude, you run a little bit quicker. And you save frames, which is really good for world record speedruns.
Let strength be granted, so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Now this looks like my kind of run CHW's mug.
Cheese, thank you for the 96 months. Welcome back, man. How are you doing? Yeah, dude, you did this run. Cheese did this run deathless, and so it kind of made me want to use this weapon to see how it is. It's pretty tricky, dude. It's impressive that you did the deathless on this one. I'm thinking of going back and potentially doing damageless at some point with this, but I might just give it a few tries and see how it goes. It's pretty serious though. Yeah, like if you have a VOD too, I want to see the build that you use for it, because I was trying to think beforehand. I'm like, what would you do to do the deathless and have it set up from the beginning really well? Oh yeah, because Prisoner's Chain, we almost have enough equip load to use a helmet. Although you can't see Karen's face then. Ah, we almost got the other one. So this run's called the Knock Knock run, because Karen's knocking on the door to call the manager. She's knocking on the manager's office door. That's the idea. Oh my god. Dude, the damage on that is unbelievable, dude. No way. That's not real. That's not real at all. There's never been a time this game's had that balance. They just updated it today. The missing attack. Okay, let's try something big here. That wasn't really as cool as I thought it would be, but it wasn't that bad. Just absolutely silly, man. Oh, there is one thing we could do on Sage that's kind of like a speedrun method, but it's very hard to time. So I don't think we'd have the attack speed for it, but if he does Soul Mass, we can get a corner, like the very end of it on the right side to disappear. Just the corner of it, and then rotate around him. It's not too bad of a method. Okay, we gotta avoid those trails. Oh, thank God, dude, that blue one was so close. That was really bad. There's another one coming up right here. Missiles to hit the pillar. I think we're good here. Yeah, so if he does Soul Mass and then we can get some of it to disappear, but the rest to stay, he can't port. That was the original method for speedruns to be really fast on Sage. Let's try it and see. See how he stays a little longer. Oh! Dude. Oh my god, we got it. Nice. Yeah, I should have done that every single phase. That probably could have got us the win earlier too without having to go back and set up and everything, but that is a thing you can do. Just skip that bonfire, we don't need it. You called this weapon the nipple clamper? Oh man, that sounds like it would be some sort of torture that they didn't put in the history books, but they definitely did. Every time they need to replace the doors, they're just like, okay, we're going to use them as the nipple clamper device. You need a set of 2, though. 2 sets of 2. And then they put you on, like, the stretchy table and then do that. Like, you'd be sandwiched between the nipple clamper and the stretchy table. Whoa. Okay, no, don't. There's no way. There's simply no way. There's simply no way. We're not dying. Easy work. That was actually a hard fight. That was the hardest fight of the run so far, next to Greatwood. Which is ironic, because they're usually so fast and simple, they don't have any issues. Sook, welcome back, man. You need Space Jesus' mewing routine. Oh no. Paladin's Ashes. Oh, you don't... Oh yeah, you don't get the shield ring right there directly. You have to go grab it, so we're gonna get that first. How high's my strength? I think it's still just meeting requirements for the shield, so 45 is what you need to use it. And I noticed when I was investing more stats, it wasn't going up that much, so I'm gonna try to see if the infusion for heavy gem works. I think Hawkwood... Oh, does he come back after Cathedral? Yeah, he gives you the heavy gem typically. So we're probably gonna have to go back to get him after. Wait, do we not get the ring in NG+? Oh, that's right there, okay. I'm trying to move quickly and I'm missing some details here. I'm gonna get like a speed run on this. Alright, 20 endurance. I think we're good for the game on that with the addition of Prisoner's Chain. Cypher, it's going good, man. How have you been? How are you doing? This is embarrassing, but I feel like you'll find it funny. When you play this, Crystal Sage took you longer than Nameless King. Okay, so that could be something you could find embarrassing, but at the same time, on the flip side, you could use it as like a cool thing where you're like, Nameless King, dude, he took me less time than Crystal Sage. Psst. Crystal Sage is pretty easy, isn't he? Yeah, the Nameless King took me less time. Beat him quicker than that. See, it's all about, like, this is why people look edgy on Reddit and on chats for people in the community. It's like they'll use the thing that was actually kind of embarrassing and they'll flip it around the other way to make it seem cool. And then they won't mention they had 3 summons. There's like a 4-player hacked game with extra people in it, and they're all level 250 with every weapon maxed out. And probably infinite cheats on or something. Like, there's so many obscurities you don't hear about. Am I playing without Death's Hedge? No, I got 1 death, unfortunately. I was saying it'd be cool if we could get Deathless, but it wasn't the goal of the run. I wanted to see how good the shield was. I felt like it'd be kind of hard to just kill things with it. Speaking of which. Dog doesn't even die. 45 strength, giant door versus dog. It doesn't even die in 1 hit. Yeah, I died at the very, very beginning. So if we don't again, I guess it's kind of funny, but I'll make sure I mention how many we get in the end. Okay, so we got 1 more Estus shard there. There's another bone shard. I think of, like, for the rest of the game, where are the other ones? Because I'm operating off of, like, the most ideal ones to grab that are not super far out of the way. And there's usually, like, 1 per area. Some areas don't even have bone shards at all, but they're distributed pretty far apart. So, thinking with the main game, after this point, where is the other ones? I feel like the Irithyll one would be kind of far out of the way. Profane Capital has 1 right by the bonfire for the bone shard. What that dog doing? I don't know. Oh, I didn't grab the pellets. No. All right, we're gonna have a little bit less defense on Demon Prince. Yeah, this is a paired weapon. It comes as 2 pieces. You can attack with just 1 hand. I find, though, the speed of it's pretty much the same. There's not really a big difference. The one below the dragons on Lothric. One below the dragons in Lothric. Are we talking about like barracks? Specifically where you go to Dragonslayer armor? Okay, so Deacons is probably the next most concerning thing. Next to that, whatever that was. Grave Warden fell, but then looked like it was standing up and then died immediately. Okay. Interesting. Yes, we haven't actually gone to Dragonslayer armor yet. If you mean the double wyverns. Yeah, below the bridge. There is that one too. But we haven't gone that way yet. I could go and do Dragonslayer armor early if I wanted to. I think that'd be the next thing to do if this doesn't work that well. Just, it would be a dead end, so I was hoping to go through there all in one swoop. And we could do DLC from Cinder, 1 and 2 back to back, then Nameless, and I think that that would be, that'd be pretty good. We still need to do Old Demon King too, so I could go back and get that. Oh yeah, no dagger to dash the water here too. Oh man, taking the long way on this. That Giant's claims so many hitless runs. Oh my god. I remember I sat and I practiced him after a while, just going over the slam attack and the swipe, all the different things he does. The slam that he has such crazy lingering frames on it that I feel like killing him from the ground in the water when it's still the slow rolling and everything is actually easier. Because on that ledge, you'd think he'd be easier to kill. It's, in my opinion, it's not. Hamon, have a good time with the groceries as well. Best of luck. I expect a PB on the produce percent. Tried killing DS3 bosses fast in a speedrunning way. You're struggling at Abyss Watchers. The fight feels very unpredictable. Speedrunning on Abyss Watchers is pretty hard without the skips and the glitches that people use typically. I think Glitchless Abyss Watchers was also another fight where I did reset quite a bit. Because what you have to do on them is you have to kind of forego backstabbing in most cases, even though that would be easier to confirm the damage guaranteed. And you just hit them, and then you have to kind of anticipate when they're going to do the hyper armor attack so that you can walk away. You don't want to have to roll it. And it's hard, like you can't know they're going to do that or not. So you have to almost be able to react to them changing to doing that in between your attacks as you combo them. It's a little bit tricky. That's why speedrunning is a bit different in the way that your reaction time has to be better, but it's not obvious to someone watching how that works. It just looks like you're being greedy and that you're getting lucky, but you have to actually react in terms of, like, in between the combos, walking away like a footstep or two here and there, if something happens that wouldn't be able to allow you to keep being aggressive. Takes a lot less, like a lot shorter of a window of time to see. Same thing with strafes too, like your strafes have to be kind of dialed to that mindset too. But it just looks like you're just getting very lucky and it's very easy. Okay, so for Deacons we're doing I think no skulls would be fine, right? Should we allow skulls? Are skulls allowed on this? I don't know. Skulls aren't a weapon. So yeah, I don't know. I gotta bring them to the back of here anyways, right? If we want to be super, super safe. I don't even have the skulls, so it doesn't even matter. Third gimmick fight in a row. No way it's harder than normal. Yeah, no, this one definitely, I could see it being kind of tricky because curse build up and then the DPS on the Pope guy. That's why I'm thinking if we don't even have skulls anyways, we might as well bring them over here. And then I'm going to do the Blossom. Try to get this guy very quickly, which was the last one, actually. I got lucky on that. Nice. It's not bad. It knocks them over. That's so good. But then they knock me over. Heal it up. Okay, they're doing curse. And healing. Don't get healed. Don't get healed, dude. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to do that. You can't do that. You can't. Not yet. Not yet. Not like this. Okay, okay. I'll take the one more heal. I'll take the other heal. I'll take the other heal right here. It's fine. You guys go for curse buildup. It's fine. It's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it, dude. You go for it. You go for it. You go for it. 1 and a 2 straight out of the way. Sweet. All right. Good old Deacons, man. I don't know if we would have been able to do that with the same setup we had in the case of skipping Champion Gundyr, Osiros, and, you know, whatever else we needed. So I'm going to go from Wolnir, do Old Demon King now. Just get him while we can. Although, wait, Hawkwood, though. Does he come back right after Deacons? Let me check. Let me see. Let me just double check that as well. Pancakes, how have you been, dude? Everyone in chat, pancakes or waffles, and why? If you like both equally, I'm going to force you to have to pick one over the other. I'm kind of curious on the logic of why you would choose one or the other. I have a very particular way of looking at it. I think they both can taste good. You can make them almost the same, right? But you've never had waffles, Whitesnake? What? Wait, how? How's that even possible? That's a thing? Hey, Hawkwood did come back. Nice. There's the heavy gem. It's not a thing where you live. You can't even get like frozen ones, for example, like the Ego ones, or whatever the equivalent would be. So if we infuse Door Shield, it does take the heavy gem, but then it goes to C scaling in. Oh, sorry, wait. Oh, it doesn't want to do the heavy gem. Why? Oh, Farron Cole, dude. No way. Okay, we'll still have to go grab Farron Cole. Just to check. I never planned that we would infuse anything on this, so yeah, let's go and do Farron Cole. Can you parry with left hand while one-handing? On this shield, no, you can't parry on this one. I don't think there's a great shield you can parry with. I make you sad sometimes, Dothraki. Took you 2 hours to kill Osiris the other day, and here you're killing him with the door. You have to remember that, dude, Osiris I practiced so much that I could probably see it in my sleep. Like, it was... I can tell you things about Osiris that aren't even necessary, really, that don't even make sense. Like the Instacharge, for example, was a big issue on hitless runs. Because he'll just do the attack and you take damage from it before seeing anything happen. Like the frame it starts, you're already taking damage. You don't have a startup on it. So because there's no initial animation to know, you have to use the recovery of whatever his previous attack is and know the amount of seconds or like, you know, relative time that's passed. So I've gotten to the point on him where I can see stuff that isn't animating really. It's just like before an animation happens. And the like the decay of another animation and the likelihood of it going into that. And so to look at it that way, I feel like you have to have everything else that's straight up down at that point and all the positions. Yeah, I know how to get stuck on the back of his knee to make him push me so I don't have to roll to get more damage. I would say that's a huge thing in speedrunning with Osiris, is letting him push you so you don't have to roll attacks that he does. Like on the spin, he'll just like rotate you. And there's a maximum amount of times that can happen in a row. before you get out of the likelihood of it. Like, yeah. There's like sweet spots where he just leaves the ground slightly and then he'll do the dash, but you're still technically underneath him and it doesn't hit you, depending on the direction he takes off. There's so many nuances that might not reflect if you're playing casually. So I think when you take it to that level, you have to be good at it, or it's kind of like, I'd be a little embarrassed if I didn't do well on it. So I wouldn't compare it. I wouldn't feel bad about that at all. If you ever needed to take it to that point, then 100% you would definitely, you'd be good. You'd probably be better than me. Oh, we still need a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna sell some other stuff. I know we only had technically two, like we picked up 3 embers in total on the playthrough, but I started off with some embers as well. So I'm not gonna sell the ones we started off with. We'll just get rid of Chaos Blade, Exile, and the club. And then let's just see how good this is. A scaling, yeah, that's better. 191. Sure. 428. All right. Probably speedrun in my dreams. So I actually haven't had a dream of me speedrunning, but I had a dream like way back where I had fallen asleep watching Dist speedrun this. He was doing just all bosses on it. And I had the thief, or like what was it, the assassin armor on with the S-stock, and I could see like a HUD and there was spook on it. I was fighting Vort, but we were in an office building, and we were in a cubicle, and he was gigantic. And I was also, like, we were both smaller than everything else in the room. Like, he was obviously his regular size. I was, like, the player character size, but we were, like, miniatures inside this office cubicle where the ceilings looked like they were, like, 100 feet tall and stuff. The computer and the desk looked like they were giant. And then after I killed him, it brought me outside Lothric Castle, and then I woke up. And the only reason I think I had a dream about that is because I was literally watching the speedrun and fell asleep watching it. Which wouldn't be a thing I'd normally be watching at that time, but he was doing really good ones. Waffles for more delicious surface area to hold any syrup. They're more crispy around the edges and just have a better bite. So much more complex than the flat counterpart, pun intended. I 100% agree with that. I think that's the philosophy on the waffle as well, is that just more versatility. Definitely more dynamics to it. It also looks better too. If you were trying to look at the like the aesthetics of a pancake versus a waffle, dude, the waffle's very like there's so many more ways you can make it look cool, in my opinion, and it can hold different objects too, like fruit and stuff as built-in compartments. Oh, this is bad. Never mind. He did lightning far away. That's really good. I got very lucky. If he did the other attack, I think I would have... I might have not died there, but it would have been close. So yeah, there's a bone shard in the sandworm as well. I don't really want to go for that one, because it does take a while. Can you block Ballista with the door shield? I can try one time and see. The dreams of stuff that you're grinding in real life. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Just imagine every time you could practice intentionally. It'd save a lot of time. I've had very few dreams of music in my life, like very, very small amounts, but whenever I do, there's been some where I've like thought of an idea and I played the idea, and then I actually remembered some of the stuff when I woke up. Okay, Ballista, let's see. Can we block it? Of course now it doesn't do anything. Dude, did it actually deactivate? There we go. Yeah, no, you can't block it. That'd be insane. Look into lucid dreaming? Oh, yeah. I have actually practiced lucid dreaming for, it was a year straight, like, very diligently, and I did a lot of dream journaling and lots of, made a lot of triggers for it specifically. And then now it happens randomly, because I spent a long time doing it. But yeah, I am aware there's people that use that to achieve different inventions in history that we've used and stuff like that. Some of the best thinkers have used it for strategizing the things, but there's also the hypnosis method where you like go into like I think it's like delta waves specifically by being in between waking and sleeping, and then you use a thing to wake you up slightly so you're like just on like this weird valley between that, then go back in sleeping state so you can maintain consciousness a little easier, which is a method they talk about in lucidity, wake back to sleep method. That one for me hasn't worked as often, but I have had some lucid dreams from that too. Just it's hard to actually construct a lucid dream like intentionally where you do achieve a goal that's constructive in real life without a lot of specific practice towards that one thing, and also getting better at the time frame of the dream, because the time frame is the hardest part. You can't usually keep the time frame going for more than like a couple seconds originally, and then it takes a while to intentionally go to like hours. Some people have gone where it feels like weeks, like they've lived more time in the dream than they have in real life. It can cause problems because of that too, but it's good therapy for people that have different types of disabilities and other types of challenges in their waking life that they can kind of overcome as well. It can be therapeutic in that way, what I understand. Yeah, old Demon King was beating me up for a second over there. I'm surprised he didn't power down yet. Like, what HP was it at that he does that? Oh, there we go. Oh, I got stuck in the hammer, guys. Okay, I got to block. This is a glitch where you can't move out of his hammer. Oh, thank God. Will I still be stuck, though? Oh, there we go. Sweet. He doesn't do it again. He keeps doing it, doesn't he? He does it. He does it again, I think, doesn't he? Maybe he doesn't. Okay, never mind. Alright, will Demon King down? He's never that fast, Sook. He got into a little bit of a combo streak there for some reason. I think he thought he was playing a different game. He thought he was at Evo on the main stage for the last round of Tekken or something. Okay, so now Irithyll, we would have to go Wolnir. You're taking your friend through Dark Souls 3 seamless co-op. They gave up on the game previously, and they're loving it more than Elden Ring. Dude, that's awesome. That's really cool because it kind of invites the idea that maybe it would get someone to play the game in general. It is a way I think that some people should just play it and that's it. They don't have to do a single playthrough by themselves. Does open up a lot more flexibility there because regular co-op on this isn't that good. I'll be honest, it kind of sucks for pretty much all of them. It was like the best option at the time. DS2 had pretty decent co-op, but it's still nothing in comparison to Seamless. And then also with the way that they can keep updating it too, and also scale certain things, they can make it a bit more of a challenge if you want it. With the fact you can also change the settings of it and customize it, put mods in, whatever. Way better. I'll do double hit for the stun on Pontiff Beasts. It bonked its head. Don't go. No. Okay, that's a little harder for later now. Because he'll still be chasing me. Might have not been a good idea. Wee Wee Maru. Dude, thank you for tier 1 subbing 3 months in advance. That's insane. Okay, I'm kind of curious. So what compels you to tier 1 sub 3 months right away? It's always something that throws me off. I'm wondering. I've never done it for anybody. Like, I've definitely subbed to people for like years and years in a row, but I've never done the advanced one myself. Because I've always been wondering, like, well, what if, you know, I just don't watch them that much this next month. Something happens in my life. Maybe their stream doesn't continue for whatever reason, then comes back. Okay, we got the real speedrun method here. Been following you on YouTube. You love the content. Thank you so much for doing that. Also, I appreciate you watching the YouTube as well. Played Elden Ring Seamless Co-op. You beat the base game plus DLC. You had to bring him back to this peak. Okay, I see. Yeah, Elden Ring, if he liked it more than that, I'm curious as to if it's the environment specifically, or there was just, you know, like maybe better bosses for him in this game. A lot of people say they specifically just like how small the game is in comparison, which I actually never saw being, like, I couldn't have foretold that before the game came out. I wouldn't have thought that was going to be a complaint or like some sort of condition people would choose these games over Elden Ring for. I was always thinking that would be actually like a selling point, but I guess it goes to show there's no way to make a game that big that has the density of this one yet. Like, it would just be a lot. And it'd be hard to even justify it when it comes to traveling around certain areas. So I wonder if their next big title will have more like a legacy dungeon layout with a bunch of like interconnecting shortcuts for the whole entire thing with very, very few open areas. But still like a giant scale for the map. YouTube is smoother than Twitch. It's a shame that you don't read the chat there, Winning. So I have before. I've gone back and forth where I have. I've merged them together as well. And then whether it's doing them separately or just Twitch, there's more people that do chat in the Twitch chat. And it was where I started doing the streams first. Like, I was already streaming there originally. I noticed a lot of other people also had the standard of just reading the Twitch chat and letting people know if they want to come into that, they can. And then we can interact. But it's not to say I won't read YouTube chat ever. It's just the idea that for now it's been a lot easier for me. But I am thinking of things of like, okay, how can I make the merging of it a little easier where it actually works sometimes? Like, sometimes it wouldn't show up for weird intervals and it would disconnect. You'd have a lot of problems with it. Is this one right here something good? No, it's not. Dudes, thank you for subbing 3 months in advance as well. That's crazy. Alright, if you could be any noodle, this goes for anybody. What noodle would you be and why? What would be the best noodle to actually be? You're never going to get eaten, but you will be cooked and you'll exist as that noodle. Elden Ring's kind of overwhelming. You like it a lot. You're still trying to finish the first playthrough. Keep taking breaks. because you like to look up everything for it. Okay. Yeah, I feel you on that. I've played Elden Ring, but I don't feel like I've still played it enough. Like it's wild. I don't know if I'll ever actually feel like that game's grasped fully. Even the people that are amazing at it, I'm sure they still feel like there's stuff to do on it. Because there's definitely people that have close to the amount of hours on that I do on this now, and they're still doing really crazy things, right? Oh, that dog's pulling a swamp dog on me. Oh no. Okay, if we go for Pontiff on this, it's like do or die. I think I'm gonna get the shortcut. I don't believe there's a way we're gonna do Pontiff and then not have a chance to Homeward Bone. Might even be smarter opening this, Homeward Boning at 2 Shrine, getting that extra Estus Shard. Let's try. See if we can do that. It's not difficult to watch on Twitch, just make an account. Well, you know, not everyone wants to, right? So I understand. If you're on mobile too, you have to download the app as well. You want to have the best experience to see everything, so I'm not blaming anybody for not doing that. But at the same time, like again, the mass majority of people that do content like this, that I've seen, at least if they're not banned on Twitch or they just don't have an account on here, they'll usually do the same thing and it's fine. Just depends. Wait, did we already use that shard? Man, the scaling even with heavy gem is still not going up too much on this weapon. Like I'll do it, but is it really? It's not doing much. Okay, yeah, we did use that shard. Is Pontiff skippable? You could do a speedrun skip to skip him. I think Teardrop on an earlier update, you just go outside the map and you use Tears of Denial, and you can just go walk underneath his area, as well as you can go underneath the floor and kill Aldrich from inside the ground, which is crazy. But that would be like a really old thing. No, there's no legitimate way to skip him. You made the account just for Twitch streamers, Brent? Okay. Yeah, if there was somebody that I watched, let's say I was like usually using Twitch as my main form of entertainment, and I actually had the time to watch a lot of it at this point, and someone moved to, for example, like, let's say Mixer was still a thing, they moved to Mixer, I would make a Mixer account just to watch them, because I don't look at it as the platform, I look at it as the people, because that's what makes the platform. The platform just provides the encoding. They don't really do much else. They're not really making the entertainment, right? So I would definitely make an account for anything else. But that I understand why people wouldn't, though. So we gotta find an opportunity on this one. We gotta make him miss with something. Backhand on that might be good. Or even running up from this and then him doing the swipe. This one should be fine if I can actually get close enough. Yeah, I think that works. This one works. Overhead works, definitely. Phase 2, I'm not sure, though. Okay, we had the height advantage on that. That was pretty impressive, actually. Wow. I didn't think that all of those would miss until the last one. So in terms of clone damage, a quarter. Oh, but it staggered him too. Okay, that's really nice. So normally, like, that wouldn't happen, and then him doing that attack to start would get me. Like, it would be really hard to attack there and then survive. You wouldn't have the time to escape. That is the worst phase 2 beginning. We had that on the randomizer, actually. Okay, I'm trying to think if I could sloppy roll on purpose and then get some frame advantage on trying to escape. I just do a roll attack, but I do it, like, kind of ridiculously early here, but just a little earlier, and then turn back. You barely have any time, though. If he did the beam close range, or like, let's say I was medium, I ran in, and then I punished him from behind him as he's still doing the beam and the clone's recovering, that could work. But then the clone does have a chance to get out of sync as well. Like right here, for example, let's say I went really close on that. Could be something. Yeah, I'm trying to go sloppy on that. It's not going to work with spacing. So I think we want to kill the clone on this one, get him to generate another one. If it's possible, you know, either or. Just don't want the combo, though. Be like, what, like 12 attacks at once? See, I'm trying to get... I can't target the clone properly when we're getting close. Very tricky on that. So going for damage on it might not even be worth it if we can't hit him, because I'm going to be turning and then miss. Just repeating the combo again. Yeah, that's the worst scenario there. It's one of the worst. Okay, we almost got him. Nice. Somebody putting Shield of 1 on just to get a bonus for the souls. We're not going to use it. You can complain if you want to. We're using the passive effect of it, just having it equipped for a second. But yeah, so that's the first fight out of the whole thing where I don't know what the method would be for damageless on that. It would have to be, like, we'd have to find some sort of strafe where on the running attack, like, follow up from the real Pontiff after the clone does it, we would do like a running animation, then turn into a running attack out of it as we're turning back into him when he lands. And then only then I think you'd have enough time to escape. I don't know if on anything rolling through it would work to even punish him facing him. Like, you'd have to be behind him and he'd have to be still doing his attack. Because you're not really like working off of his timing, you're working off of the clone and then the gap between both of their attacks depending on how long the animation was. If it's a longer one for recovery typically, then you might be fine to escape, especially if the clone puts itself far enough away to have to do the like the correction where it ports back to him again. So yeah, that'd be a really tricky one to figure out for damageless, but it'd be interesting though. Also, thank you for the GGs, guys. Oh. Hey, it went through the shield. That shouldn't have done damage, dude. Three shields are better than one. Keep it on your back. That looks so funny. Although I guess the amount of damage that you'd be taking wouldn't change, and you'd be having a lot more equip load, right? It'd be cool if shields on the back actually did something in this. Like there was some sort of mechanic where you got a little bit less damage if you got hit from behind. How's it going, Chimp? What's going on, man? As well. Profane Flame. Scales with Intelligence, Great Magic Shield applied. Talking about Pontiff's weapon. The God Gamer. The real God Gamer would catch the arrow, and then it would pick it up in midair, jump onto it, and then ride the actual trajectory of the great arrow as it goes. You'd like surf on it in the air. Anyone else that's just, you know, way more casual, they would try to dodge it or they would try to just block it. But dude, the real cool people, they jump onto the great arrow at the same time as a moving projectile. Man, the names of these souls on New Game Plus are kind of freaking me out a little bit. Soul of a Venerable Old Hand? What does that even mean? And it looks like it's a bigger amount of souls that you get from it too. So I didn't actually remember there was any of these things. I'm pretty sure that when we did the hitless New Game Plus, I don't even think we picked up many items. We probably just left them because it wouldn't have been safe for running away from things. But yeah, like Soul of Venerable Old Hand. It's an Elden Ring lore name. Yeah, it's like this soul belongs to Matir's cousin, Alfredo. Alfredo the fingerless. He's only but a pawn, but he reads your future. All right, Aldrich. So on this one, I think everything's pretty chill. Like, I don't think there's a issue with Aldrich at all. It's just mainly canceling the phase 2 arrows. Probably have a few rounds of phase 2. Oh, we got another attack. Too many shields. I wonder if you had Shield of Want from regular new game and you picked it up again, and I put on 2 of them, would I get double the effect, or does that not work? Because there's the thing with rings where you can't put on both versions, like the stronger and the previous version of the same ring, that have the same base effect. But with the shield, though, would you get double the amount of souls from that effect then? Been curious about that. Should keep it on, it'll be cooler. I don't want to keep it on just because then someone's going to be like, well, you use the shield for, you know, doing this, that, whatever. Or what if I push a button and it does something? You know? It looks cool, but like what if I pushed a button and then it happened to attack or block? Runs over. Like, dude, we didn't even use an alluring skull. I've used green blossoms, that's it. They're not even offensive. But we didn't even change the combat with the skull. This has been a pretty clean run in terms of just items and everything like that. Put it on anyways. Oh, a turtle shield from Elden Ring in this. That'd be amazing at this point. 2 doors and a turtle shield. There's an item on top of a roof in Great Wall. Don't remember what it is. Like, it has a funny name in New Game Plus. Oh my god, no, don't push me. Dude, I got bamboozled by the scripted guy. Are you serious? Oh, the health was glitching so hard there. I was trying to come back from the previous jailer. What's going on, Z? It's easier for me to just read this one. It's the one that's more active typically and where I normally would stream anyways before I started doing the multi. But I have read both before. I've used tools to import them together, but they didn't work properly. So I'm looking for one that actually functions every single time where everything shows up and it connects immediately. Also, welcome. What's up, dude? Yeah, no, I used to a lot more. Like, it's not something I've done for quite a bit, but mainly because, again, the last few tools I've been using to merge them, they did not function at all. Like, the one was literally even saying on the software, like, you have to expect that it's going to take a little bit longer to connect, and everyone using it that I talked to, it took half an hour minimum for it to actually even begin working, and then when it would work, it would disconnect again for a long time, too. And so I'd be waiting and there'd be nothing there. So it's like even worse than just saying, okay, this one particular platform is a little bit better for that. And then give people the choice if they want to use that or not. And I do appreciate anybody that did make an account to come over, but like I'm not trying to force anybody to. It's up to you. And if it's throwing off the experience quite a lot because I wouldn't read both, even in separate windows or whatever, then I totally understand. I'm not trying to debate that at all. I can understand why people would decide to do one or the other though, for sure. I don't think I've seen anybody doing something that's as involved when it comes to like playing something, maybe for like an IRL stream or whatever where you're not actually doing a task, but if you're doing a task where it has to work a certain way and it's pretty constant and you also had, you know, like a mildly active chat on multiple platforms, it'd be a little tricky. And also, on top of that, recording at the same time and trying to, you know, make it, I guess, informative enough where if someone were to watch this back and I cut it up and I made like a master edit of it where you just got to see the most important parts, that it wouldn't be every single frame has like, you know, how's it going, this, that, whatever, you know. There's a whole slew of different things where I could see why people would do it for one particular chat. Yeah. Anyways, Bone Shard for Yhorm. I think we probably want it because we're going to be using the doors to kill him, and this is going to be a really long part of the run. I think it'll take forever, so we might as well. Definitely not doing Stormwheeler on this one. We still don't have any Estus Shard here. All right. So now if I were to increase the shields even more, is there a point where they just pick up in damage? Oh, wow. 2 points from 51 to 52. Incredible. I think majority of the damage is already obtained before you even meet requirements on them with the capping of strength and everything. I'll go for it, though. We're doing Yhorm, so I'll go for it. We'll do a little bit more vitality to, again, increase that quick load. Z, thank you so much for the Prime sub, man. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your motes. Thank you so much for remembering to use your Prime sub in a society where Amazon wants you to forget, and Jeff Bezos wants to cackle out of his private jet as it lands on the landing strip for his private yacht, while he's just like, haha, there's been 20 million people that forgot to use their Prime sub this month, which means way extra money we don't have to give to them for free. Haha, and they still paid for Amazon Prime for shipping. And then he's just like, we might want to update Amazon Music, though. That's, yeah. Eamon Taylor, thank you very much for the Prime sub as well, dude. I appreciate you also remembering to use it. Convinced you? I'll be honest, I have nothing against Jeff at all, and I don't think he knows about... I genuinely don't think he's even thought really that much about Prime subs. It's whoever runs the platform, right? Whatever branch of Amazon has interest in it. Could be outsourced, or just it could just be exclusively people that already ran that aspect of Twitch that were acquired or whatever, who knows. But there is a crazy amount of Prime subs that pass by where they don't get used in general. And I've had a pretty good streak of using mine, but like pretty much every single year in general, before more recently, it's been multiple months per year I've missed. And because the price of them went up too, it's like you're actually missing out on quite a bit of money because the actual Prime membership goes up too. So you might as well utilize that for some benefit of something, right? Anyways, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much as well, E-Man. Am I saying your name right? Okay, this is NG plus Yhorm, so he has a lot of HP. I think it's tens of thousands. But on the randomizer when we had him have the scaling of Demon Prince, and I was using, I believe it was Astora's Greysword, the amount of damage we're doing to him right now is almost the same. So that puts in perspective, regular NG Yhorm, with just the way that we had the scaling set up, was really beefy. Because this is just a normal fight, and he's not scaled differently. It's like the same thing. PD Anastasis. I'm very curious of what your name is based on. That sounds like a very scientific name. Sounds like a classification of an alien species that's evolving in the ship that's going to eat people. It's going to break out and cause some sort of contagion and then spread into like a Metroid virus. It's like we've contained the PD Anastasis for now. Thank you so much for the brand new sub. I appreciate that. Xenophontus. Wait, is that actually something to do with aliens? You went for a jump attack on his hands? And then big attack on his head, okay. Oh. Hitless Yhorm dreams are over. You have to restart the hitless dream. So the idea, yeah, we're trying to get a stagger on his hand here. And he does stagger every once in a while. Then you get, you don't get the critical with the door shield, so you can't do a riposte on his head. But like Cheese was saying, so he actually did this run deathless before. And he's saying he went for the jump attack like this. And then, was it the L2 into R1 on his head? Like the weapon art charge? Because there's an R2 as well. We haven't used the R2, have we? Can't really reach his head with the jump attack. Oh, wow. This is basically what Walmart looks like on Black Friday when someone's trying to get a door replacement. And they just upgraded their hardware section to actually carry doors. And you have someone that's like just trying to like basically beat you up to get the last 2 doors that exist. So you're like, okay, well I guess I could use them against them because they're just way bigger than you. This is like what it is to shop there. Oh man, I've seen so many funny things when it comes to not just Black Friday for Walmart particularly, even in Canada too. Like obviously it's a bit different than the US. There's been some crazy stuff, but I worked there like when I was younger, and oh my god. My friend had a TV that he had gotten on his day off when we went in there. He was getting it as a gift for family. And some lady pointed at him and yelled saying, "That's my TV." And the manager had to calm her down because she thought like he stole a TV that she was like reserved, like she had reserved or something. It was the same kind, and she's like, "That's my TV." Started pointing and yelling. Oh my god, man, it was so funny. There's also people yelling because we went in the exit doors, but we actually worked there, so we were allowed to. And I wasn't even shopping. I was just going to get my jacket. Just left it in the back room. Yeah, it was really funny, man. He'd already bought the TV too. Like he had already technically had it like in the back. It was just there for him to pick up or whatever. It wasn't that he bought it that day. So her doing that, we didn't even like stop to explain. We just kept walking. He's just like, pretend no one's there. Just keep going. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Oh, he did the swipe too. That's a little bit rare. I don't see that often. You must have to get on a weird angle with him when he does the plunge with the 2 hands. It looked like he did that, but he's already on the ground. Phase 2. Alright, here we go. We got stomps now. Man, Yhorm has some fingernails. I just realized that for the first time playing this game since it came out. He literally has fingernails. You can't see that at all. Like, that was a really funny angle. Be able to notice that. Yeah, I wonder why they did that. They could have saved the pixels, just made him flush with his hand, but it looked like they were sticking out a little bit. He had the gamer nails. It's so he can get the optimal claw grip on his controller with the alternate angle. Using his index finger, he just like digs into the side of the joystick. The best Australian metalcore band. Okay, wait. So PD Anastasis is a Australian metalcore band. Dude, if you can send me your favorite song or favorite album from them, I'm very curious of their music, because I've noticed there's some metalcore bands that are newer popping up now. They're trying to kind of bring back early 2000s and mid 2000s, and some of them are actually pretty good because they have a good audio mix, but their actual ideas melodically are better than some of the old stuff, and so it almost kind of sounds like a fusion genre. And some of them are actually foreign too, like they're not North American at all. Some of them not even English speaking at all. So I've actually listened to quite a few things that were metalcore just because there's new stuff recommended. It's made me remember all those older bands. You enjoy the push? Yeah, it's cool. I think that like that happens with music. There's like the renaissance of different genres and all that, but and you get like comebacks of styles of things for all sorts of stuff. Even with sampling and if you count backing tracks, you know, a huge thing with like rap music where they sampled a lot of old music. Definitely some jazz, definitely some old blues and all that too in some cases. Parkway Drive is the reference? Okay. I used to like Parkway Drive. The album's called Smile. Okay. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to get the link for it, you're on YouTube or whatever, send me the link in a DM. You can, and I'll remember to check it. Or you can send it on Discord too. Ow. This is the only fight where getting staggered actually helps you a lot, but it would count as a hit on a hitless run. And then I decided to count it as a hit on damage list, so only on the speedrun is it a advantage here. And apparently when you have giant doors. Oh, 383 on the other hand. Wait, is it the same per hand? Or no, 473, okay. Interesting. Other hand's a bit weaker damage. The elbow. Elbow's 153? That's a ripoff, dude. The foot's better than the elbow. Okay, Yhorm has very strong elbows, apparently. There's no tendinosis there. Elbows and knees are strong. In Bloodborne, they don't seem to be. In this game, yes. I think that the whole idea was that in the time period when things got more modern, they got so relaxed with how strong the elbows and knees were, they stopped trying to train them specifically. And with poor blood flow and just like the, you know, the beast's blood and all that and everything, everyone got crippled really easily. That was like their one weak spot, is the Achilles heel. I think that's like the actual secret lore as to why there's limb stagger in Bloodborne. They forgot their fortified fathers of fortitude of the pasts and all their efforts to make their elbows and knees strong. Stop at Horizons and you're good for Parkway Drive. I can't even reference the albums from them because I heard a few of their songs. When I was in a band, my vocalist, he definitely put on their music quite a bit. And yeah, some of the bands I remember, it was either him or my one buddy I would drum with that played, sorry, one buddy I would jam with that played drums a little bit that I worked with. He would introduce me to different bands. The one that he did that stuck for, you know, as long as till now was Veil of Maya, which is crazy because I'd heard of them, but then he really got me interested. He showed me the ID album, and that was, in my opinion, one of their best albums. And I listened to Eclipse after that, and then they made Matriarch. But past Matriarch, though, I'm not really a big fan. So it's just those other three. Yeah, there's a lot of bands you guys mentioned where I had friends who just people randomly put on the music, and I never knew the songs by name particularly, and then some of them just stuck, and I got pretty into it. Okay, we got to go for an epic attack on the end here. Oh! Dude, right into his kneecap at the end. I'm sorry, no. Yhorm, I apologize. I think we embarrassed him a little bit. Also, it feels weird getting Cinders of a Lord automatically dropping from the fight that you're supposed to get it from, with how hard they were to find sometimes. Longest fight of the run, easily. Yeah, if anything took longer than this, I would be heavily concerned as to how that's even possible. Like, I'm not even sure how you would get into a situation where anything could be longer than Yhorm. But I didn't even think about it, though. I was not really planning out every detail for the methods on this run. It was more so how bad is the weapon to use in terms of timing, and can we pull it off? Especially, can we pull it off fairly quickly? I didn't think about Yhorm at all. Like, I forgot that Storm Ruler would technically violate the rules, because you wouldn't be using a shield then.
Well, then taken.
Wait until you fight Wyvern? Oh no. Is Wyvern really bad? So what you're saying is we do want to keep increasing strength then. Okay.
Farewell, Ashen Woman.
Okay, we can do Herald Helmet. I could probably do the full Herald set. It's a little bit better. All right, well, going to Dragon Slayer armor. Wait, Wyvern's longer than Yhorm? Are you serious? Oh my god. Only 14 minutes? We've had longer Yhorm fights. I think Torch only and Fist only are longer by quite a bit. Can't remember how much Torch was, though, because when I did Torch only, I wasn't great at the game. That was like one of the first challenges I did on the game in general after the first playthrough, so I genuinely don't remember if it was like over an hour and could have been half the time. This only definitely takes a while, though. I think that's the one fight that makes the time frame for speedrunning Fists only kind of skewed. And then Half-Light can eat so much time and kill you straight up, just like no tomorrow. There's such a big difference in Fists only Half-Light if you get a really good start or it goes slightly wrong at some point. Because you fall behind so quickly in terms of what you can get away with on it. Fighting Yhorm without Storm Ruler should be a meditation. It's like, we're breathing in through the nostrils, out through the mouth, as Yhorm plunges into the ground with his sword. Stand back and let him exude all negativity as it leaves your body as well. Breathe in again, all the toxins leaving as Yhorm stomps you, knocking them out of your pores. Is there a bone shard down here particularly? We're talking about under the bridge. I think it's on the other side though. I think it's right here. Yeah, right here is just chunks, so not great. Let me homeward bone that. I think I got the bonfire lit, right?
Let strength be granted so the world might be
I didn't.
mended.
Oh my god. Okay, that's bad.
So the world might be mended.
I'm gonna do something crazy here. I'm gonna do something that you guys are gonna call straight up illegal on this run. It never was written in the rules. And yeah, haters say it's the quickest way to get banned from Miyazaki's palace. It's the 3 easy tips they don't want you to know. If you go really quickly here and you light the bonfire, you don't sit at it, finagle this guy by walking in a circle, but then also getting hit to make it look like you're worse than you are. chugging Estus here, you're already on a path to greatness. And then you just turn up this bridge here. Arrow misses your feet. You get the quit menu open to yes. You see fire, and then you click yes on the stairs. And then through spamming the start button, skipping past the logos, you load back in to see if you're alive. And what do you know? There's just a... Yeah, there's a good chance you're alive, and then you just focus. Yhorm Black. Yhorm, is that how you say it? Yhorm Black? Thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. Thank you for the 2 months. Once again, welcome back. Oh, that was weird. They kind of moved out of the way right there. And then look, we're gonna get the soul skip. Oh, we didn't get it, damn it. Never mind. You're calling Miyazaki? It's okay. Okay, someone has to call him technically. It's the policy. You guys will get in trouble if you ever play this game again and you don't report me doing that. So you do have to call Miyazaki, but give me like at least a 10-second head start. Oh my god, dude. He hit more, was that more than 50%? That was stupid, man. That damage was crazy. Lothric Knight, counter hit with the 2-hand swing. Oh, I pivoted, damn it. I didn't want to pivot there. Turned around too quickly. Okay, I think we're gonna get a stagger before the phase transition if he just keeps attacking. They gave me good RNG right here too. Oh, we didn't get it. He went into phase 2. Okay, right after. Come on. Oh, don't get launched off the bridge. Don't get launched off the bridge. Okay, I'm getting a little greedy on this one. We haven't even gotten a stagger. I'm surprised. I thought this would be a lot easier too. Hey, what about this? That didn't really do anything. Oh, that actually worked pretty well. That's a good attack. Nice. Okay. I think when you have this other shield just to get the bonus on with the one on the back, other half in your other hand, dude, this looks so silly. Like, we already know for a fact no one would be able to carry this much stuff unless it was made of like styrofoam. You're not carrying this many things at once. Didn't do it blindfolded, you're phoning it in. Ah. Surprised how much damage the shields do. Yeah, that's with a little bit of scaling. We have 57 strength. It's 45 to meet requirements. So we've gone 12 levels over that. And yeah, they are plus 10 though. So I did start New Game Plus with them upgraded just because I knew it was going to be pretty crazy. Man's decked out. Dude, he looked like he went and built a deck and then tore it down and took some of the pieces and ran away. Like this. Insane. Yes, the damage is still not increasing too much here. It's making me wonder if it's worth going beyond 60 strength. I think that there's no other stat that really matters too much. We could do resistance, which... Or, sorry, there is no resistance in this. We could do... what would even increase resistance in this? I don't even know what that would be. Stamina? We could do more stamina, yeah. It's true. I think that's the only stat that actually kind of helps us mechanically, but it doesn't really give me more opportunities for anything. It just makes it so that if I want to run through an area, it's easier. And also, like if I were to actually try to use the block on certain things, it'd help a little bit. The problem is though that like everything I've tried to block so far, we still take damage or even goes through in some cases. So it's almost been better attacking and then having part of the attack become a block. Which I think that typically happens with the medium shields too if you two-hand them. You can carry that much stuff with the right handles, it wouldn't be that heavy. You can hold up a door with one hand. I'm talking about the medium shield, the door on your back, and then the other door with a suit of armor at the same time running this fast. Like, just that idea, how athletic that would have to be. Because even sprinting in this suit of armor would be really difficult. Like, the weight of the helmet alone. But yeah, I guess it could be possible. It could just have to be a pretty bad door. Probably not one that's sturdy enough to do damage like this. Jehovah's Witness choice of weaponry. It's like, hey, we wanted to come and you know, just give you some information. When the pamphlet doesn't hit properly, it's just like, okay, we'll take the door then. That goes for anybody. That's what I'm saying. This is like the whole build is a Karen that's going door to door to complain about the manager. Just be David Goggins. David Goggins in this game. The build would be pretty funny. He would just run, and then like everything would try to hit him, and then they'd fall off of ledges and die just naturally. And he would just keep running, even with 1 HP. And then he turned into the guy in Ring City that's crawling on the ground at the end. Okay, no skulls for the 3 NPCs here is interesting. I think that's like one of the last major parts where a skull could be cool. Because I know I can do Madeira Bridge without them. I've practiced that a lot more since I used to rely on that. I don't even know if there's any other major environments. I guess the stairs right here too. It's also pretty simple though. Starting a new door fighting training routine. They're actually, you know what's funny? When I was helping my uncle do his transformation for fitness, he didn't have a pull-up bar, and I was telling him to do the towel pull-ups on the door. And I remember he was scared to try it for a long time, so for like over a month he didn't do it because he thought he'd break the door. I'm like, dude, you won't. Like, trust me. And then he finally did it, and he actually was like, he was surprised that it worked. He's like, oh my god. He's like, this is great. So he could have been the character for the run if you just pulled the door off. If it did actually break. Oh, this is bad. Okay, skulls right here might have been good. To at least have a little bit of room. Look how many enemies there are. Let's Homeward Bone. Just come back around the other way. Can't wait for the gym to get the giant doors. It'll kind of be like a, I guess, some sort of agility related thing. It's like an addition to Jacob's Ladder. You just like run around with doors on you. And you can do like this, the plow or whatever, or the sled. Armor isn't that heavy. I think if you get proper weight lifter, they could do it. Want to start training, we'll have the Hema door fight. I would be up, so dude, I would totally be up for wearing a suit of armor and doing activity in it, but just the plate, the way the plates would move, and like your actual mobility specifically would be the interesting part. So I feel like some suits of armor would be very tricky. Like you wouldn't be able to fully bend in every way you'd probably want to. Never heard of the towel pull-ups? You just go and put a towel through the door, like where you can close it fully, and then if it gets locked in it the right way, you can just use that for your... It would be like more of a hammer grip style, instead of doing the supinated type of grip. But you'll be able to, you know, it's like the leverage of it'll help you, like where you can kind of use them as handles, and then you can just brace your forearm if you want to. Which is still pretty good. That's what I would be doing if I didn't have a bar for him. Like I did them before for a while. It might actually even be good for training for one arm because you have like a little bit of freedom in the wrists where you have to stabilize, but then you could use your forearm. So if you need a bit of help, like it keeps you straight. Whereas with one arm pull-ups, it's hard because you have to like kind of pull it across your body and then like hanging while doing that's very tricky. All right. Princes. Where Havel's ring, it's not a problem. Okay, hitless princes with the doors, maybe? Chances? Oh, of course. See, dude, he almost never does the quick drop, and then he'll do it. I'll have no idea. I'm always waiting for it, but it doesn't happen enough when we're playing the game anymore for me to practice it. Like, I have to load into a save state and wait for it a million times. That's the only attack that I have trouble with. And the only one I ever did, too. But we got pretty good at it at one point. It almost rarely happens. Havel's ring in real life? What would he even do? Would it make your bones stronger? Oh, that was bad. I thought he was going from the ceiling. Okay, not a great spot. Let's go to the... Wanted to go for the fun! Ah, oh, man, he did quick drop as well with magic. Oh my. Okay, heal that up. Yeah, this is a bad princess, damn. Where am I? Peekaboo. Well, I think that we can say that as much as people were talking about getting their hands jammed indoors earlier, Lothric definitely just got his toes stuck in the door. That's a really weird one. Because you're probably likely to be wearing a shoe, right? So we're toe jamming him right now. Dear brother, get me the band-aids. Marks on my toes. Silver Serpent ring for donations. Wouldn't it just mean that if you, yeah, I guess if you got them, you get more. Like a tier 1 sub would turn into like a tier 3 with Silver Serpent. Trick, thank you very much for the 3 months. Welcome back, man. Also, enjoy your brand new badge. You got the hollow badge now. You've turned into beef jerky and you're wondering when is it going to be that you get your smooth skin back, but you also relish the days of being a skeleton and wonder if the trumpet comes with you. I have to declare it does not. You don't get the trumpet, unfortunately. It's only for 1 month to 3 months. But you're still kind of spooky and scary, so you can be like a spooky, scary skeleton, beef jerky, crypt keeper kind of guy. Also, Morvran, thank you for the Prime sub. Enjoy your emotes as well. Welcome. You are actually a skeleton, so you get a trumpet now. Out of curiosity, what song would you play on trumpet? If you just got handed one and you could play any single song you want to, what song do you play on trumpet? As a skeleton. Oh, I didn't get the throne skip there. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait, did I get it? And then I still can... No, maybe not. I was going to say, I don't think it gives you the prompt if you do get the little skip off the ledge. Thought maybe it still works. You can kind of like screw yourself. Yeah, okay, now the scaling for the damage just doesn't happen. It's non-existent. So, endurance. Middle Child by J. Cole, and you'll be a swag skeleton. Why is there so many barefooted NPCs? You know what? Don't ask me. Oh, wait, let me call up Miyazaki. Let's see. I do have his phone number right now. Hey. Oh yeah. Oh, you're making an update for Elden Ring. Okay. More feet? Oh, that's interesting. I was actually calling you about the feet thing. So why is there a mod for feet that you're making? Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, bye. So he actually just said because of how many times you die in the game, he just wanted people to know defeat. He thought that like saying you died when you die is not enough. So he's like, he wanted you to know true defeat. Get it? Yeah, it makes sense. All right. Cinder time. So Cinder on regular new game with this weapon when I tried it was crazy. He's the only fight that I actually used this for because I just kind of went right to him and then set up the weapon and everything. So he was a little tricky. I ended up actually just killing him with the battle axe that the warrior starts with. Unfollowing for that one? Ah, it was pretty good. It makes sense too, like I actually understand what he's talking about. Ah, can't get the roll out of that one. Like there's almost enough window of time for the opportunities on all the magic attacks, but I wonder if I could have gone a bit earlier on that one. Like I must have been a bit slow. Speaking of which. Ow. The one problem I have with Cinder now on just runs where I can take damage, I try to do the strafing for every single thing we can strafe. Unless it's like a really sweaty method where you have to sprint or something, like doing the no roll where you're sprinting outside the range of all the thrusts and then going back in. Okay, poison. What if I do this? Okay, can we block this? Let's see. Like a little bit. That's not too bad. Yeah, it's not terrible. Oh, he overlapped the combo there too. Oh boy. That was a little scary. Okay, get the run in on him. Oh, just... Okay, that would have been scary with the grab. Grab is very bad on Cinder. Nice. Okay, so that was 255 for any percent plus some optional ones. It's saying 347 on the character. Oh, because we ran, because I took the character from New Game. That's why. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, 255. We're not linking the flame. We're not doing that. Still got other stuff. So the likelihood I do both DLCs plus Nameless King and Wyvern in this stream is not super high. I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna try to get as much as we possibly can in the next roughly 30 minutes, but I'm just gonna go straight into DLC 1, or actually it would be DLC 2 technically. Yeah, we'd be in DLC 2 from here. So we'll get DLC 2 open, and then we'll go from that bonfire back to the Painted World one. Wyvern time? I wanted to save Wyvern because you said it was going to take so long. I was going to do DLC first. Thinking that might have been a better idea. Is Cinder any particular character from the lore, or just random lord who linked the fire? He's supposed to be like an accumulation of everybody that linked the first flame. Yeah, Cinder was actually interesting because so Cinder's not my favorite fight at all. Mechanically, it's really good. I do like it, but the idea for the story, not my favorite idea, but I actually predicted that that was what they were going to do for the end of this game before it came out. And I haven't tried to even throw predictions out for many things before, but that one was exactly what I was talking about. And they hadn't done that ever, so like, and they still haven't done it since then. So I felt pretty good about that, but it definitely is not my favorite fight, though. I think Gale's definitely a better end to the game if you go in order of the events and everything. Even Nameless King feels like an actual conclusion. All right, we're gonna go to, where is it? Cathedral. What an amazing choice to bring back Gwyn's fighting style and the music. Yeah, the music is a really good addition. I do agree. One thing I'll say though, even though Plin Plon is a good track, I really like the Phase 1 music from Cinder. It kind of feels like a soundtrack to a movie, more so than the other soundtracks they did for this game. I could see it being in a like an actual film or something like that. Nameless, Gale, and Cinder. Oh, game crashed. Forgot we were moving fast. Pro tip, if you play on PC, you don't have the crash fix on your exe, like the actual executable file isn't a version that has that repaired on it, that you download separately. It will crash if you play the game fast enough whenever you go to DLC 1 or Archdragon Peak. Those are the two most common places. You can get it in other cases, but I think it's if it's under 12 hours or so, maybe under 10 hours, you're more likely to have it specifically when you enter the DLC and when you enter Archdragon. But luckily, it doesn't matter too much on this. This one's okay. Oh, oops, got on pause. Yeah, so if you're on a speed run, this one wouldn't be bad because you'd be put in the cave still. Archdragon, you run usually about like, again, 10, 20 feet, and then it puts you backwards. So it actually makes you lose time on a run that you didn't legitimately lose time on. So I think that's why they invented the crash fix thing. Gale and Watcher's OST stays undefeated. Gale does have some good music too. Abyss Watchers, there's a remix that Alex Rowe made that I like a lot more than the original, but I always forget the basic melody of it. I always like I hear it as his version in my head. Okay, I wonder how Wilhelm will be with the shields. That'll be interesting. I'm gonna do my best to not cheese him. I'm just gonna fight him in the room. Usually I'd use the shield, like the smaller shield, a medium one, and I would knock him off. Which is really funny. Like, I actually really enjoyed doing it. I don't know if we could do it on this one, though. Because we don't have a shield bash. We can fight him with this one into the same spot and do the running attack. Oh boy. That's about it, though. So it would depend on the stamina. Oh, also, I want to try Scream Skip. Let's see if we can get it first try. If I die, I die. I mean, I've already died in this run. Not trying to, you know, avoid that at this point if it's for something fun, but I want to see if I can get Scream Skip. Dude, first try? Are you kidding me? What is happening? That's really good, dude. I got Angel Skip within like a handful of tries, and that one's been pretty good the last few times I've tried it. I did die once, though. I think it was in Seamless, or it was in something else we were doing. And I also failed doing it without dying multiple times, but Angel Skip was so good yesterday. I want to try that one again, too. With the Angel there. That'd be insane. Salty how even in Elden Ring they didn't fix the issue that corrupts the save file if your game crashes. Is that a known thing that happens? I haven't had corrupted data on any of the games ever in general. Never seen that before. And I know they recommend you back up your save files for that reason. Like it is something encouraged by the people that make it, but I've only seen other people have it. And I've had so many weird things happen where it's probably likely. I've had save files I've made bug out where you can't load them anymore, but never the corrupted data when you load the character. Okay, let's see if we can just use the shield method, but like with attacking on this weapon. Because it is pretty funny. I keep forgetting maybe not everyone has seen this before. And it works with this weapon, I'm assuming, because the attack that you're doing is very similar to a shield bash. Let's see. I need the L. He's still attacking. Oh, he's just gonna die before, probably. It's too much damage. Oh, wait, we could kick. We could kick. Oh, we could do this. Dude, yes. Okay, don't fail me. Don't do a regular attack. Come on. Come on. The jump attack's probably going to kill him, but hey, you know what? I'm gonna do something very cheeky here. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Get in the spot. Get in the spot. How? Come on, get in the spot, dude. Okay, here we go. All right, now I want you guys to comment saying that I cheated because I did this. Very funny, though. Very cartoony. What is Angel Skip? Angel Skip is where on the second encounter with an angel, in the second DLC, when you're running the Demon Princes, you jump off a broken wall onto a cage, and then like you can jump over the wall that would separate the area where you go down that route system and then go around in a circle past the guy that corresponds to the angel that you have to kill to despawn the angel. So you get to skip the angel sequence a little bit. The thrall that's on the cliffside, the route that goes down, and the guy that's keeping the angel alive. It doesn't even save a lot of time, but it's very hard to do, in my opinion, in real time. Like just running up, doing it first try. It's much harder than Scream Skip, in my opinion, but it's very similar. And it's an inbound skip. It's not something that goes out of the boundaries of the playable area or is like a glitch or anything. It's just very clever. Do you reset the run? You punched him? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay, if this is in a video you see in the future, just comment on it. Just be like, you punched him. Tag the timestamp too. Invalid cheating run. Totally didn't take every single last bit of HP we possibly could with the shield, killing him normally. And then barefist. Do only DLC bosses remain? We have both DLCs and Nameless King with Wyvern as well. So yeah, what I'm thinking is we're gonna get as much done as we can this stream, but today it's got to be a little bit shorter because it is Mother's Day today for me over here. I'm assuming for you guys it is too. So yeah, I'll be celebrating that a little bit, and then tomorrow we'll be doing a normal stream, and I'll be continuing this and then switching into the DS2 randomizer with the no scaling. We'll give that a try, see how it goes for the first day of it. Followed by more of the damageless on DS2 in the future. And I do want to try the no roll, no death on this as well in the next week. I think that'd be fun. So just some stuff like that, getting back to some of the stuff we were doing, and then definitely, dude, that deathless attempt on no scaling DS2 is going to be scary. Is the 5th for where you were, Odie? Oh, okay. I scared you. It's the 26th in your country. Okay, so for me, yeah, celebrating that today, so... Wilhelm deserved to be a real boss? You think so? Like, even in that environment, like where the contraption staircase is? It is in your country today as well, Hedge? Okay. Yeah, it's interesting that it's on different days. I didn't know that. I was thinking it would be mostly universal, but yeah, I don't know. You enjoyed celebrating it on a different day? It was much nicer. That's what my plan was too. I was going to actually celebrate it on a different day, but it didn't work out as well. Today actually is the most ideal day for her, so makes more sense. Wee, thank you very much for the bits, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot, dude. But you did miss out on a crucial opportunity to use TTS Michael or TTS Nicole, depending on where you use the bits or the donations. And you could have made funny sounds or said a paragraph that curses the run or gives it good luck. Could have been many different things. Yeah, again, you didn't even say anything though. You can type stuff. Or, okay, I have a question. So when you guys send any kind of alert through in general, including a resub, so resub bits and Streamlabs tips, why do you guys not write anything? Why do you leave it blank? Like for anyone that has done that, or that's like their preference. For me, I always have to write something, even for resubs. There's times where I don't know what to write, so I'll just at least do like an emoji or some sort of thing, but man. I'm getting lonely and just want to hear another person's voice. This used to be a society. Nowadays, it's a ghost town with grave tender, 2 big doors, and some wolves. I like to talk to myself to keep myself company because grave tender's not much of a speaker. I made up people in my head and pretend I streamed. Whoa. Your resub messages are usually just 3 hype emotes, Jade. So if you were gonna type something, then what would you say? Like, you guys can like trash talk too. There's a lot of funny applications you can use because there's some times where we've had clips in the past like that. Someone will say something really funny and then it actually ends up in a video or something. Or if there's a VOD even, like a long form one, and someone watches that moment, it just makes you laugh, right? You could help me with the comedy. Basically what I'm saying is my jokes suck, so you can just make better jokes than I do and live eternally through the chat. MJ, thank you for the 59 months. Did I say 57? Oh my god. Thank you for the 590 million years of resubbing. How are you doing? Welcome to trying to kill Gravetender. Even though he's blocking, I'm blocking too. Oh, you can straight up block that attack that he does. The L2. Okay, this is pretty good on him. It's a pretty decent weapon on him. Because that just trades for a full block, but you don't have any stamina after. Alright, so we need another running attack here. Just keep spamming this. One more. Oh, still got a pixel left. Get him! Oh no. Oh, dude. Dude, chill. Right in the chin. I'm sorry, man. He was just creating snow for the snowboarders and skiers, and then I got him. They didn't really want to invest in snow machines. They're like, yo, my wolf blows ice all the time randomly, so you could use that for the fake snow. What's going on, Mohammed? Welcome back. Or welcome, sorry, not welcome back. How are you doing? You doing great, MJ? I'm doing good. Definitely doing good. I'm actually surprised this run's going as quick as it was, because originally I was like, yeah, it's going to take like basically 2 full streams, and I'm probably going to get destroyed on it. It's been a lot better than I thought, even with Yhorm being killed without the Storm Ruler, so I'm happy about that. Unfortunately, though, like it's going to be really close to the wire to finish everything, so I'll definitely have to come back and at least do some of the DLCs in Nameless tomorrow. We're almost done this one, though. Wonder if we could squeeze in Demon Prince. Actually, now I'm kind of curious. What else can we get done in the rest of the stream? Ever going to TwitchCon Europe, EXO? So I originally was going to go to TwitchCon Berlin, and then I actually couldn't. Unfortunately, some stuff came up with just life, but I had a plan to go there, and I was going to even travel a little bit outside of there too during the time it was there. Just use it as an excuse to go to Europe. But if there's anything ever like that again that brings me there, I'll let you guys know, especially if it's related to just the content and everything. And then if it's outside of that, I would probably go. I'm trying to think of where I would go first. I don't know if I'd want to visit the UK first, or I'd want to visit, or I guess, sorry, there's the whole like UK EU kind of thing now. But you know, some of the places over there first before going to, you know, like Germany, France. You know, like definitely heard Belgium's pretty cool too. Switzerland is #1 for me. Like that's a huge thing, but Switzerland would be one of those things where I'd want to be there probably for like a week or something. And I know it's expensive too, and it's very, it would be very much so centralized around snowboarding for me. Like I would go when it's just peak time to snowboard. Also, someone was asking about that too. Yeah, so I've never skied, but I'm definitely planning to. I don't have I don't own any skis, but I have friends that not only have just skied, but they do both, and then some that just purely ski. So I'm gonna definitely either teach someone to snowboard and then get them to teach me how to ski, or get someone that knows both to teach me one, and I'll just rent them for the day. And I think it'd be cool to figure out how that all works. Like I have the general idea, but I can't say I'd be good at it. So I definitely give it like a full, we'll say like 6 hours out of a day or whatever, and see if I can pick it up. And then in the future, if I get into it and I like it, I'll get skis. We'll do both. We got unfortunately bled here with the worm guy, the worm bug guy. You've watched almost every video on YouTube. You need to show your appreciation for the content. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Any feedback's appreciated too. So if you guys think that something's not quality, or you're like, hey, like I'd rather see you do some of this or that, without being obviously like straight up annoying on purpose. Like some people are just like, yeah, this sucks, whatever. But like they won't put any effort into making anything for people themselves or even understand. So like aside from like the stupid comments, like there's a lot of really good feedback. Almost no one makes any silly comments like that. I would love for feedback on what you guys enjoy more and what you want to see more of as well. Because there's a lot of different answers I get when I ask that. It's all over the place. Like it's literally just a bunch of different things. Because I've done so many different ideas. Even with the types of things you'd want to see on certain games too. Should post more cat videos. Come to Brazil, Matthew. Brazil would be a place I'd want to go to at some point. Just, it is like a little bit of a thing where you have to also worry about safety there too if you're traveling. From people I know that either live there temporarily or they did travel there many times, they've said, you know, you got to be careful of certain things. But I would eventually like to go to a lot of places. It's more of one of those things where, like, when it makes sense, I don't really want to do it where, like, I'll go and visit somewhere for a few days or something. I want to do the places that you need weeks for, like, for extended periods of time. And figure out a way where maybe I can also get other things done that I want to achieve while I'm there and not just do a straight vacation, because I can't just go somewhere and then just like relax. I have to do other things too. And so I would need for certain places like 2 weeks or something like that, or like a full week minimum. And I'd also want to get an idea of the culture itself, not so much just like do tourist things, but do like the things that are not tourist related more so. But there's a lot of places, man. I don't think I can do it all at once either. Just the more convenient ones would be if there's somewhere close by. You know, you do a little bit here, there, wherever. And then for the ones that are like my top ranking places I want to go, I would try to spend minimum a week in each one. Trying to do an infusion, different infusion, to make sure if we can or cannot improve upon the heavy infusion. So the weapon strength scaling, I don't think there would be an infusion that's better, because it only scales with strength. That's it, right? Like typically, maybe you know more about this than I do, but for what I understand on this game, if a weapon has a stat that shows a level like of scaling, any kind of letter, but there's no letter for anything else, wouldn't it make sense that its requirement and it having already good scaling in that stat, the gem corresponding would be the best infusion you can do? Kind of like Sellsword Twin Blades, they scale with dexterity. Have you done a fists-only run of Dark Souls 2 from Covenant of Champions? I've done not only just Covenant of Champions... Or sorry. No, I haven't done fists-only with Covenant of Champions without the ring, if that makes sense. But I've done Vanquisher's Seal, so I've gotten the fist ring. I've done 2 runs like that and 1 without the fist ring. But I wasn't in the Covenant of Champions, so it didn't make it harder on the scaling. Could definitely do a bare fist one of DS2 where we go into the Covenant and make the game harder as well. That'd be interesting. I think that'd be the peak of fists only on DS2. Problem is though, there's some runs I've done where there's no videos because I didn't really do YouTube, or I didn't prioritize it that much back then. So I'd only upload like very infrequent things. And yeah, bare fists only without the Vanquisher Seal was one of those runs that happened a long time ago. There's a clip, there's a highlight or a clip in a video that I made where it's like the end of Throne Watcher Defender. And I remember it took almost an hour and my hands were hurting from playing it. And I was like laughing just that it was over. Thud, 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 thud. Boom. Again. Oh, I'm sorry, Friede. I'm sorry, our current location is closed right now. Please come back next time. Unfortunately, you've arrived outside of operating hours. Please come back when we're open. Oh, that didn't work. Never mind. She was like, I got the key anyways. Okay. Alright, let's be a little bit more serious here. This one's a pretty long fight. Nice. Yeah, I probably could have done phase 1 very quickly on that. You want to see level 1 Elden Ring with a Guitar Hero controller? I don't have a Guitar Hero controller that works at the moment, but if I could come across one, that'd be pretty crazy. I would probably do the dance pad more likely than the Guitar Hero controller, because I've never done the dance pad before. I set up Elden Ring for a steering wheel. Before we did the foot run, the idea was that we were going to do a racing wheel, but the problem is the force feedback on it. It kind of screws it up. So the velocity of how you move and everything in turn, with how sophisticated my wheel was, I couldn't make it like a simple format for it. It actually made it a lot trickier. Father Ariandel's elbows are definitely not that strong either, man. He must be just crossing over that boundary to Bloodborne. He's ready to become a beast. The game of fragile limbs and joints. We're not open right now. Electric drums as the controller. That could be cool too, yeah, we could definitely set that up. Elden drum, that'd be quite a playthrough. Oh, okay. Chill. You'd love Friede if she doesn't completely demolish you 100 times every run. It is a really good fight. I think they made it well. The only thing that I could really critique is the same as the Abyss Watchers, just they shouldn't have made it backstabbable. But I understand why they did, because it would be very, very hard to do if you couldn't, with how often she attacks. So for a first playthrough, I understand. Beyond that though, like once you played it quite a lot, I think the backstab's the only thing with it that makes it very easy. Nice. That actually kind of staggers when she's normally going to leave the area, so that might help on a lot of those attacks, where she jumps in and then we have to like run back into her. I wonder how many attacks in a row we could get without being greedy on this. Kind of curious. We probably could do at least 2 at a time. But then if you have that happen, then you're in trouble. So proceed with caution. Dude, oh my god, that was terrible. Heal it up here, heal it up. Ugh. Okay, I gotta play really good now. This has got to be incredible. Beyond that, yeah, Frostbite Ring, I guess, doesn't really make any sense. Oh, wait, but we could switch these. Because we're not going to have full health. Oh, I didn't grab it from her, though. Where'd she go? Man, we don't even have the Sigbrow from Sigmire. We can't even heal with anything else. Okay, that cancels. Good. Oof. Oh my god. Oh my lordy. This one's good. One's good. Yes, dude, that's crazy, man. We almost died to Friede. Wow. Okay. I was playing kind of reckless in phase 1, though. I did try in phase 3. I literally tried, but wow. Scary. Very scary, man. Wow, okay. Let's go back to Shrine. You like Princess Demon first and Lothric Princess second? Princess Demon first and Lothric Princess second. You just made me think of, like, what if they made Lorien fighting Demon Prince as a fight, and then you go into the cutscene with them, and then they both fight you instead. They just choose to start fighting you. That'd be so cool. That should be in a mod, like him battling Demon Prince as the lore before he's even been crippled, and then like you, like mid-fight, go in, and then you have running on foot Lorien trying to fight you. The dude who played Elden Hole's Hitless on an electronic saxophone at AGDQ this year played DS2 the same way and bested the game at GDQ. Oh, really? Like, who was it that did that on the saxophone? That's cool, dude. I didn't know about the saxophone run. Craziest thing to me still was Yoshi playing on bananas. And then there's like a bunch of other weird controller methods that people have made themselves from just different kits or deconstructing things. Dr. Doot was his name. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of that, actually. I gotta remember that. Dr. Doot. Oh man, that's what happens when you're a tier 1 sub here and you become a skeleton with the skeleton badge, but you never go to tier 3. It's like getting like a Squirtle on Pokemon and not leveling him until level 100. And then you just unlock the ability to play the game with the trumpet all of a sudden. Crippled Lorien's a cool boss. It's a shame he's not more developed. I can understand why, because like he did get almost killed by Demon Prince. But yeah, I think it's pretty awesome, man. Anyways, guys, what we can do is we can come back to this and we can finish the second DLC in Nameless, because I do have to go now. I only had enough time to do about 3.5 hours today. I will be back again tomorrow for a longer stream, so we're going to continue this. We're going to complete it and then go over to Dark Souls 2 all bosses randomizer deathless attempts with the hardest settings, meaning that the enemies are not scaled. So whenever you find an enemy in the very beginning of the game, it could be something from the DLC. It has all the damage and all the health it normally would. There's quite a few people that were doing it, so you might have seen them. But that will be the hardest randomizer deathless ever, and one of the hardest challenges I'll even try, in which I don't believe I'll get it super fast, but I'd love to try to get progress on it and learn it a bit. So we'll just end the stream with that after this tomorrow. And yeah, thank you so much for everybody that was watching. Hope you guys have a good Mother's Day if you are celebrating it with family, or just a good day in general, no matter what. And yeah, for all the socials, they're right here. You can check them out. If you haven't seen any of those other platforms, definitely check them out yourself. And I'm going to find someone that I can host as well. And for anyone that was watching on the YouTube as well, I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.